What's good, everybody? What's good, my peeps? What's good? What is good? What is good? I'm going to give a shout out to the chat room in a minute. But what is good, everybody? It's good to see everybody on this Saturday night. Welcome to Thick Skin Only. Welcome to my neighborhood. When you're on my YouTube channel, you are in my neighborhood, motherfucker. You are in my motherfucking neighborhood. You are in my hood. So if you do a drive-by, I got the mods to zap you, motherfucker, before y'all do a motherfucking drive-by. Right? So let's get this motherfucker started. And I'm going to put links to people. Let anybody want to join. It's open. And I'm just over here. We just having fun tonight. Like we have fun every motherfucking night. So let me acknowledge my chat room, man. All right. Damn, I see a lot of wrenches in the motherfucker. Damn, I don't set a record for the most mods. What's going on, me? Maurice Dell, Thick Skin Only. Look, I'm giving my own self a shout out. Fuck it. What's up, Maurice Dell from my other page? How you doing? I'm petty already. You know. What's up, Roy Bear in the house? You say hello, Mo, an American Patriot, man. Hello to you, man. And what's up, John? You said I shared on your public figure page. Thank you. What's up, John? What's up, Gary Hawkins? I see you, Nicole. Gary Hawkins in the house, man. Thanks for coming through here, man. And Stray Dog. What's up, Stray Dog? One love, family. That's right back at you. One love, family. My dude. And we got pro-life American 45 saving lives in the house. What up, Shell? Mwah, I love you, Michelle. I'm going to call you Shell for short. Shell. How you doing, Shell? I said, and I call it, that's a hood. That we call Michelle's in the hood, Shell. Because niggas don't like the say long names and shit. So we just shorten it up. Man, everybody do that. It ain't just niggas. What's up? We got CP in the house, the conservative patriot. Thank you for stopping through here. I appreciate it. And we got Deborah, one and only the Deborah G. Deborah G. Mwah. Good to see you. Good to see you, sister. All right, we got Ego. What's up, Ego? With your crazy ass, you crazy bastard. Good to see you on here, man. Much love to you. And we got Nick Payne. You said, guess I followed the Mars. What up, everybody? You didn't say everybody. You said everybody. That's what I'm talking about. You said everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so who else we got in this? That's it. I guess we just got the wrenches in this motherfucker. Fuck it. Mo's Mod Squad here. What's up, Dad DEV? You say I'm on a few with people on Twitter about the state of Michael Obama's oh man. Yeah, I feel you on that. And what's up, rapper Chi-Town in the house, not Chirac. What's up, Veronica? Hope I said your name right. But man, much love, man. And make sure, yes, that's Deborah. Make sure, please like, subscribe, and share. Please like, subscribe, and share. You gotta like the buttons. Because if you don't like the buttons, guess what? It'll tag people. If you push the like, it's very important to hit that like button. Even if you don't like it, the video, just like it any goddamn way. You remember the old saying? If you don't know, act like you know. Hold on, who else we got? Hold on, I see somebody here. I see my half sister. I thought I see my half sister up in here. I thought I see my half sister in here. Maybe I'm hallucinating. Hold on, let me look. Where's my half sister? I thought she was in here. There she go. Christy B, Mayberry, and Deheezy. Yeah, I ain't seen in a minute. Where you been, girl? You been absent. Now she's in here. What's up? That's my half sister, my freckle-faced sister. Fist bump. Next. What's up, Sharonda? How you doing? Hey, how you doing, Sharonda? What's up, Lee? Lee in the house. Rum and Coke night. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, man. See, we some real motherfuckers up in here. We up motherfucking real. And we wilding out. We wilding out. Wild out. We wilding out, y'all. And that's what we doing. We always be wilding out. I'm an 80, y'all say, your ass be bugging, man. Your ass be bugging, man. That's why I fuck with you on your channel. I say, yeah, y'all know me. I be wilding out, man. Wild out. I wild out. You dig? That's how we do it. We got to wild out, man. We have to wild out because I love wilding out. Wilding out, I do this. I wild out all the goddamn time. That's what I do. I wild out. I've been wilding out since the Facebook Live days. And that's real talk. Wild out. Wild out. Wild out. Wild out. All my niggas. Right there, you dig. And we wilding out tonight. This is Saturday night, so this is gonna be a little wild tonight. Hold on, we got my dude up in here. We got my brother up in here from another mother up in here. We got RRC, aka the R-rated conservative. Good evening to you, man. He petty as fuck too. That's what And man, y'all better check him out. I'm gonna keep on drilling y'all. Y'all better check him out. If y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to my nigga's channel over there. Real talk, man. He got some, man. He's rated R. I'm rated R, but I could be rated X at night too. So guess what? R-rated conservative. I'm gonna call me the X-rated conservative. Look, I'm gonna come right behind the R-rated conservative. You got the X-rated conservative. No, the X-rated conservative would not stand a place on YouTube. So I guess you can put R-rated. So there you go. R-rated can stay on there. The X-rated conservative can't be on here. You know, I think you would be the X-rated conservative, but you on YouTube. Yeah, we burn PC ground. No, what's up, hippie for Trump, man? Hippie ass. You dig? Everybody. How y'all doing? I'm just like, I'm amazed about things that's been going on lately. I'm amazed. I'm amazed to see how dumb the Democratic Party is. I'm amazed. You know why I say I'm amazed? Because I'm hearing black motherfuckers that I talk to, they said they ain't finna vote again. I know some pro-black motherfuckers will tell me that I'll vote for Donald Trump before I vote for that damn Biden and that Hillary again, whatever. They told me your own goddamn mouth. You got pro-black motherfuckers don't even want to fuck with them. So good, y'all don't have to vote. Pro-black people, the black people, y'all don't have to vote. Y'all don't vote anyway. But I'm good with that. At least you ain't voting for that side. That means we still gonna win. If you really calculate it, we still gonna win. They said our vote don't count. You know what? In this case, I vote. They vote count though. They not voting count for us. I don't care. I don't give a fuck with nobody. Y'all can go ahead and correct me on the said it, but I said it. I'd rather foresee them to not vote than to vote Democrat. Like when I had Brandon Tate's interview, I told Brandon Tate that. Brandon Tate said, I agree. Brandon B. Tate agreed with me on that when we talked about it. You know, I've said that and I'm sticking to it. I'd rather see a motherfucker not vote at all than vote Democrat. Even though I feel your voting is goddamn important. You dig what I'm saying? But I'd rather see you not vote at all. Shit. You said I'm losing tonight. Michelle, you losing tonight. You know, what's up? How you doing over here, man? I was sending a link on it a little bit. I just have to do my little quick rant, at least for a little bit. Michelle, you better lose it because we need more people to lose it. You better lose it because if you don't lose it, they're gonna take a motherfucking advantage of us. We gotta lose our minds sometimes because they have lost their mind, but we gotta lose it too. We gotta get, you know what? We gotta bring it to them. We gotta bring it right back to them. You dig what I'm saying? See, I'm petty already. And it's only been 13 minutes in this motherfucking video. Petty already. God damn it, man. See, I want to talk with the chat room before I get too crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? Ego, your ass is off the motherfucking chain, Ego. God damn, you off the motherfucking chain, man. So off the chain, I want to put you on timeout sometimes, but I'm going to keep you on here. Your ass be off the motherfucking chain. Your ass. But that's okay. I accept off the chain motherfuckers over here too. Off the chain, people are welcome. All the misfits are welcome here on my channel. You ever look? I'm just saying, I'm a misfit. Nobody want my ass. Nobody want to deal with my motherfucking ass. Motherfucker can't handle my motherfucking channel. I'm a motherfucking misfit. I'm the motherfucker that will raise my hand at a Turning Point USA and cuss everybody out. I mean, I am. I'll be cool. I'll cuss them out in a good way. I'll be petty at these conventions. I'll be petty right any motherfucking body. God damn it. Fuck that shit. I'm petty than a bitch. And that's a motherfucking problem. Y'all motherfuckers need to be petty. Everybody need to be motherfucking petty. Being petty is being serious too. And you laugh at it, you're being comical too. You're being you know what I'm saying? You're bringing comedy when you're petty too. Because you got a latchkey from crying, motherfucker. You dumb motherfuckers. It's okay to be motherfucking petty. Who told you that it's not okay to be petty? Who told you that? Who hurt your poor little feelings? Who hurt your poor little feelings? That you can't be petty. You can be petty, but when you be petty, you gotta be ready to be petty. You gotta be ready for everything. You gotta be ready for takeoff when you're ready to be petty. I have been ready to be petty. God damn it. Look at this. That's why I'm still here. I gotta be petty every motherfucking night. Y'all see me on here every motherfucking night being petty, goddamn it. This is what people come on. This is why people come on here, because the pettiness kills the fuckery. I'm gonna say it again. Pettiness kills the fuckery. And the fuckery need to be gone. The fuckery need to be deceased. The fuckery gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. And that's what the fuckery need to do. That's right, John. Like you always say, petty time starts. It starts. God damn it, you motherfuckers, man. Y'all be triggering me, man. See, I always talk about people being triggered. Man, y'all motherfuckers be triggering me, man. These motherfucking Antifa kind of been triggering me lately. These motherfucking dumb black motherfuckers been triggering me a lot lately. That triggers me when they don't, when they support abortion and they Christians. That triggered me. That triggered me. I'm triggered. But it's a different type of trigger, not that screaming. Ah! You know what I'm saying? Not that type of trigger. You know what I'm saying? Not that type of trigger. I'm triggered in a different motherfucking way. I'm triggered, but the fuckery triggers me, y'all. It's okay to be triggered. I know they can say I contradict myself because I said not easily triggered. Maybe I lied, but I'm only easily triggered on some other stuff. I'm not easily triggered on some, man, I'm only triggered by the fuckery. It triggers me not to a point that I'm going to take a step back. It triggers me enough that I want to move a step forward. You know? Move up a notch, take it up a notch. That's how that triggered me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of the niggatry. I'm tired of it. The niggatry and the fuckery. I'm tired of it. And dig? All right. I'm triggered by mobs. Yeah. What's up, Sean the Cox? I'm just like, God damn. The rapper said, have you talked with Hope about the hypocrisies of their poor black leaders in the word lynching? No. Actually, I'm going to text Hope this link and she want to pop up. You know, because I'm in my petty motherfucking mode. I'm in a petty motherfucking mode tonight that anybody can get this motherfucking shit. Anybody. Because I ain't going to play this. I don't play with these motherfuckers. I don't play with these motherfuckers. Motherfuckers don't want to play with me either. Shit. Okay, well, hold on. Let me find Hope's number. I got Hope's number. Damn it. Hold on. I know where I find her. Oh, hold on. My bad. I got her right here. All right. I'm going to text Hope the link. She want to join. They're going to text us a hit link if available. There we go. I just text Hope the link. And she get her ass on here. Hope! If you don't get on here tonight, I'm going to cuss your ass out. Petty time. But anybody want to get on here, man, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? Eagle, I'm not fucking with you tonight. Your ass getting a night off on this motherfucker. Your ass, no, you're going to blow my high. I ain't fucking with you tonight, Eagle. Your ass stand backstage. Your ass stand backstage tonight. Your ass, man, be like a Twilight Zone, man. That's right. You said RRC Trump is making a major statement at 9 a.m. Oh, shoot, I got to get up. So I should screen share this shit tomorrow. See, you make me, I got to get up in the morning. I got a date tomorrow, man. But it's in the afternoon. I got a date tomorrow. I have a date tomorrow. I'm going over her house. She's going to feed me some dinner and stuff, man. You know, I got a lot of love. Hold on for a second, y'all. Hey, son, I'm on a live streaming right now. I'm on a live streaming right now. I'm live right now. I can't really talk right now. What you doing? Don't worry. You want to come on? I'll send a link. You want to pop on for this discussion? You want to pop on for like 5 minutes? You want to pop on the panel for a few minutes and have a discussion? Yeah. Yeah, do your best. Just talk for a few minutes, son. Okay, I'm gonna send you the link. Send it to your text. All right, I see you, son. I'm just gonna go ahead and have a shout out. Just give everybody a shout out. All right, bye. Hey, that was my youngest son. He said he'll pop on here for a minute. He's doing homework, but you know what? Be good. Hold on, let me talk to my son when he come on here. He can come on here for a minute. You know, I'm gonna ask everybody to be respectful. He is my son. He's a liberal and he's my son. Yeah, but please be respectful, everybody. Here we go. I'm inviting my son on here. This is my youngest. He's 21 years old, and you know my channel is very random. So sending him the link. Yep, I sent the link. How y'all doing, everybody? How's everybody doing? What's up? What's going on, Pro Life? What's up, Michelle? Michelle in the house. Michelle, you want to pop up? You want to come on? Anybody? Look, hold on. Let me send the goddamn link. Anybody? Talk about hit the link. Ego, don't come on. I'm leaving you backstage. But it's too much, y'all. It's too much. Too much. We have to focus on real life. Real life. And we don't do that. We're so busy in other people's fucking business. And that's what we're into. We're so busy worrying about other motherfuckers, but ain't worrying about our goddamn self. You dig what I'm saying? We not worry about ourselves. And the problem is we need to worry about our circle, our thing what's going on, ourself, our kids, and all this. You dig what I'm saying?
Box in my bag. They got a black box.
What's going on, hippie?
What's going on, brother?
Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming on here.
You too. You too. Good to see everybody.
Good to see everybody.
Hey, I just want to say the other day, I think it was Thursday, Trump ordered the cancellation of all federal subscriptions to the New York Times and Washington Post. Yeah, just plug that in. And I just want to remind everybody, it's we the people, we the consumer that own all the power. I still haven't bought Starbucks from when Starbucks said that they were going to hire 100,000 refugees over American citizens. I think that was in 2015. I still have not bought one single Starbucks drink. And then we can look at the NFL when Kaepernick was taking a knee. You know, the NFL was giving away Super Bowl tickets when it came around to that time. So it's we, the consumers, that have all the power. And I just want to remind that to people. If we band together, we could send a message and we could take the narrative back and we can run shit, you know. Don't cuck. Don't fall in line. They need to get in line, not us. You know, we're doing the right thing, not them.
Yeah. Ooh, wait, man.
You know,
it's
this
2020,
whistleblower,
it's 2020 here yet?
There's nothing but the propaganda in the Washington Times and New York Post. And don't forget, it's you know, the Amazon owner. You know, he don't pay taxes. He gets 189 million back from taxpayers, and every other employee is on government assistance. You know, but he gets to deliver our items. He owns Whole Foods and he owns the information. And it's time we cut that shit out, man. If you got a subscription, cancel that shit, man. Stand in solidarity with the president and cancel that shit.
Mm-hmm. Man. Hold on, looking at the chat room. Wow. Hey, it's the first time you came on the channel in a while, man. I ain't seen you in a minute, bro.
Yeah, just leaving a hospital, man. My dad's not doing so hot. I'm driving.
Hey, I'm sorry about your dad, man.
Hey, there's only one certain in life, and that's that we all pass, right? So while we got time on this earth, we need to spend it right and do the right things, man. That's all I've learned from this,
Mm-hmm. You learn,
Life's too short, man.
Yeah.
He's 56 years old. 56. That's too young, man.
Yeah, 56, man. Look, I just lost my dad in 2016, and he was 63.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
And I saw him take his last breath.
Right.
He was in the hospice, and a lady came and said, "Can I play the harp around you?" She played the harp, one of them little harps. And then I said, "Sure." So he's laying up there unconscious, and all of a sudden she played the harp, and all of a sudden, hey, somebody check his breathing. And I looked like, oh wow. I said, "Get a nurse in here." And I checked the breathing, and they said he passed. And I just broke down and then hold his hand and said, "Pops, thank you for a good." I actually looked at him, smiled, and said, "Now you have peace, Pops."
Right.
And you have gave me life, and I appreciate you, and I love you, Dad, and I'm gonna take on your legacy. I said it right there, and I kissed him right there. And I hugged him right there. He was good. While he was gone, I laid there with him for like a whole hour.
Right.
I didn't
Yeah,
leave.
you're lucky you was there. A lot of people don't get that opportunity, so that's a blessing.
Yeah, he saw me born, and I saw him pass away. He was there when I was born. I was there when he left.
Right.
And
that's beautiful.
And I felt it was peaceful when I did that because I knew he was passing away. And when he did it, and the angle that part of me was, wanted to get it over with because I didn't want him sitting in that breathing machine.
Right.
It may sound a little selfish. No, it ain't selfish. I got tired of him being in that breathing machine. He was off.
Yeah.
They took him off life support. Man, I'm tired of damn life support, man. He's gonna be on that forever. So what the fuck? My dad would be like, if my dad was conscious, he would have cut that life support off his ass. I know my dad.
It's almost selfish for us to make him stay here,
Yeah, make him stay here. I told my
pain.
You better not keep me on no motherfucking life support. I'm gonna come back and hunt you as a ghost.
Bro. Yeah, you're right.
All right, Mayberry out. Holla. Love you, sis. But this is just real, y'all.
So is that what the president tweeted about a while ago? Was the killing of the Alu Bakhdar, whatever his name is?
Yep.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So I guess that means the caliphate's over, huh?
We'll see, man. I want to see more stuff, though. I want to see somebody go to jail first.
Yeah. I hope it's not a Osama job where they dump him off in the middle of the fucking ocean and no one even knows for sure if he died. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's funny. I mean, I love this country, dude, more than most people. And I know this country is crooked and there's fucked up things about this country, but I'm truly willing to die because it's our kids that inherit this country. And it's not about what's best for us. It's about what's best for this country. And I know there's fuckery everywhere, but what they did with that body, man, that was pure fuckery because they just captured a dude and then dropped him off in the ocean. And they say they didn't want a site for martyrs to go to and all this thing, all that, or a site to be worshipped and everything. But, as much as I've been looking into things, you got to question, did they even capture the right person? Because look, on the day the towers came down, Bush flew his family out. I mean, they was eating fucking dinner with the Bushes, you know what I mean? With
Right.
Halliburton and the oil companies and shit. I mean, that's all facts, And so I just hope they really caught this guy because I don't care. And of course, I don't know anything about that religion and all this and that. I hear it's not the true form and things like this. But if you who kills somebody, an all loving God or whatever, who orders you to kill somebody that did no wrong to you but have a different belief? That's crazy, man. That's how I see it.
Yeah. Hey, take out this feed for like 1 minute. I make the phone call.
All right. Yeah, so I don't know what to say, but I hope everybody's doing okay. uh, yeah, so there's a channel called High Impact Vlogs, and just speaking on the fuckery, it's funny. The other day, I think it was Thursday or Wednesday, Trump tweeted out about the lynch mob, and
Yeah.
you got everybody up in a war about a lynch. Hey, Mark, I'm gonna shut up.
Hey, that's my son right here. How you doing, son?
Good.
Good to see you, man. You been doing your homework?
Yeah.
Good. How you doing in school, man?
It's hard.
I know it's hard, but you better keep on pushing, man. We need you here, man. We need you. Your future. So,
Is it
Absolutely.
is it just the two of you?
yeah, it's the two of us. We live
Oh.
on YouTube. It's my son, Mark Belk. That's my son.
What are you going to school for, man?
Teaching?
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
What do you want to teach?
What do I want to teach? Maybe middle or high school.
And what kind of class?
Maybe social studies or English.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. And that's like a passion of yours?
Yeah.
That's wonderful, man. That's what we need. We need teachers that are wanting to teach
Yeah.
and keep it interesting,
Mhm.
There's some out there where it's just a paycheck, and that hurts the kids more than it does good. So that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Hey, son, I got a question for you.
Yep.
One of my friends named Marlon, right? He had
Mhm.
he was in Madison, Wisconsin. I don't know if you remember that brother that got up the front. He's a preacher. He's a black guy. He's in Madison, and he's a security guard.
Yeah.
And a young child, no, it was a young child. He's a kid got in a school up in the Madison. He tried to break up a fight, and then the black guy said, "Get away from me, you bitch ass nigga." And then he come out of nowhere and said,
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. So are you talking about some altercation between a high school Janet? No, I think it was a high school security guard.
"Yeah, Marlon Anderson." And
Yep.
you remember
He's black, right?
yeah, he's black, and he said the N word.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm happy he got his job back.
Yeah, they find out like, how you gonna be white and get
No,
mad?
that's ridiculous. Yeah. I was mad when I found that out.
Yeah, get that white guilt shit out my goddamn face and shit, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And he got a job. I heard he got a job back because he's gonna sue their asses because he was defending.
And then there were people protesting.
Yeah, that's right on. He kept saying, "I'm not a nigga. I'm not a nigga. I'm not a nigga."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Don't you use that word? Get out of here!" I'm like, shut up. You probably used that shit when nobody was around. Yeah, but yeah. So you've been seeing fuckery over here. You've been seeing fuckery around here, around this country.
Yeah.
Too much fuckery. And I'll be telling people, like, when it comes to politics, we need to get politics out the motherfucking way and unite with each other and stop arguing and see each other's point. Because I don't agree with a lot of stuff conservatives say either. But you know what I'm saying? I'm here because of my conservative values. I'm over here. Like I make it known what you is, son. That you're very liberal. But you don't believe in identity politics either.
Yeah.
What's your take on identity politics? Your take on that?
My take on identity politics?
Yeah.
I think. I mean, I think both sides. I I would say conservatives are guilty of it
Mm-hmm.
in a way, but I mean, yeah, liberals take it a bit too far.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
I
I
think
don't.
Go ahead. My bad. I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I'm not trying to think. I'm trying to think of a way to word this.
Dang, you got this.
I told you I wasn't in a talking mood right now.
It's okay. I'm not in a talking mood either.
I mean, obviously, I'm for, equality and diversity and all that stuff. But, I do feel like, like I said, I'm open-minded and I will point out, flaws that, Democrats have. And I do feel like some liberal politicians, I don't feel like they care about, people of color or LGBT people. I feel like some liberal politicians just exploit us for political gain.
A lot do, I think, but that's on both sides. That's not just that side.
Mm-hmm. So
who you like in 2020, son?
Huh?
Who you like in 2020?
Who do I like in the 2020 field?
Yeah, who you
I mean,
what's your thing? I want to know.
I'm starting to lean more towards Elizabeth Warren.
Okay. Nice.
So.
Okay, Elizabeth Warren. That's who you're leaning to. Okay, you're not leaning towards Hillary Clinton, huh?
She should not run.
Yeah, we agree on something. He says she should not run.
No, she's not going to run. She's not going to run. Trump will win by a landslide if she does.
What about Biden?
Biden, I don't want him to run, but I mean, I personally feel like he's a weak candidate. So, I mean, honestly, as much as I can't stand Trump, he looks, I don't know, he doesn't look as vulnerable as the media paints him out to be.
This is what kills me. Is everybody has Trump. It's either you're for Trump or you're against Trump. But then it's Trump as the individual. Fuck the individual and fuck Trump as the person. I'm for everything that his message is. And the media has done a great job to keep the message separated from Trump. So go to identity politics. We want to talk about Trump this and Trump that, but we're bringing him as the individual. They never want to touch on his message because his message is Americana. His economy is kicking ass. And I think everything Trump stands for, Trump was the very first president to openly accept homosexuality. And, everybody's like, Trump's against gays. It was Hillary Clinton getting billions of dollars from world leaders who throw gays off a building. Even Barack Obama, when he ran his first term, was against gay marriage. Trump is, swear to God, the only president to openly accept gays from the beginning. And my brother's gay. I don't know if I'm saying the term correctly, and I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful to anybody. I'm just stating it, And I think the reason why they kept it as hate Trump as the individual and make Trump his policies as Trump the person is because I don't think anybody can touch his actual, policies. His agendas are for America and pro, Americana, and that's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
So, what you don't like about Trump? Like we have an intellectual discussion. I mean, what you don't like about him? I mean,
before I get into that, I do want to say that, I feel like, definitely, I don't disagree at all that, Hillary Clinton, Obama, they changed their stances on gay marriage just to cater to their bases. I do not disagree. I do feel like Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, they've stayed true to their progressive values, unlike many other Democratic politicians like Biden and others. So
the thing about Warren that upsets
Uh-huh.
me is she ran with this Indian thing, and my grandma's a Chadwick, my grandpa was a King, my great grandma lived and died on a reservation. I've never bitched about it, but if you gotta lie about your heritage to get the one up on other people, where's your inequality and all that shit for there? And then you go to Bernie. Bernie wants to take on the pharmaceutical industry. Bernie wants to take on the NRA. Bernie wants to fundamentally change America for the poor and all this and that. But he couldn't even stand up to Hillary Clinton or the DNC. So how the hell is he going to stand up to everything else?
The DNC did rig the primaries for Hillary. So
I agree.
Yeah.
And that's why Seth Rich died. Seth Rich was the DNC lawyer, and he's the one that gave the emails to WikiLeaks. It wasn't Russia. But he felt it was un-American what the DNC did to Bernie Sanders, because obviously the people in 2016 were behind Bernie and not Hillary.
Yeah.
That's why he died.
Yep.
Rapper said Bernie wants us to be a socialist country.
Huh?
No, I'm in the chat room. My guy Rapper said Bernie wants us to be a socialist country.
I think he does, and I think as looking, because I call myself a truther, but in order to be a truther, you have to see and understand where the other side's coming from and make a honest decision about what the truth is. And so the thing about socialism is we can look all around the world throughout history and present time and see that socialism is not the right way to go about things, and that the countries usually don't lack. Venezuela was one of the richest countries in the world, and they don't even have toilet paper on the shelves right now. They're eating zoo animals and cats and shit. I mean, they make so much money from oil. What's going to happen here? Bernie Sanders' wife bankrupted the college, and here he is sitting fat with 3 mansions, millions of dollars. And if you go to Rebel News Media on YouTube, you can see them confront him about not even paying his own people working on the campaign $15 an hour, but he's gonna campaign on raising the minimum wage when he doesn't even do it himself. And I'm tired of people pandering and lying to get votes, but it wouldn't be so bad maybe if they wouldn't be like, Trump's a liar, Trump's this, Trump's that, when in my opinion Trump, the individual, is a faulted individual, just like everybody I know has wrongs in their life. But Trump, as the president, he really gives a fuck about us and about this country, because you got to remember his businesses are consumer-based businesses. They're resorts, they're hotels. So if our economy is shit, his income is shit, and that's not what he wants. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. And so
this is called an open dialogue. I love open dialogues. Opinions like assholes. Everyone has one.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Some are prettier than others.
We all have opinions, And I always tell you, son. I always tell you, fuck what I think. You stand for what you believe in.
I mean, yeah.
Don't worry about if I'm disappointed, man. You gonna believe what you're gonna believe, because you do have some good points too. And I believe in talking points, everybody. I believe in intellectual. I believe in a fucking open dialogue. And to me, and that's my take on making America great again. Have an open dialogue, keep America great. That's just I want to do. I believe. Look, I tell you, hey son, we got like my friend, political event. She's from Venezuela. She I actually met her in D.C. and she's she said, look, she's queer. She said, I'm gay and I'm a classical liberal. And I agree with the classical liberals. The classical liberals in the 60s did stood up. They were not radical as these liberals is now. I don't even, like RRC said, I don't even want to call them liberals the way they acted. They acted more like communists, commies.
Yeah.
Because the world is being open-minded. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yep,
open to other ideals.
yeah. If I weren't so tired, I would have a lot more to say. Um, but I don't know what your name is, but you're probably the smartest conservative I've ever spoken to.
Well, thank you. No, my keys
Yeah.
are in the door. Yeah, my name's Sean.
Okay.
Yeah, hippies for Trump is my tag or handle or whatever. But I grew up in Houston, and you know, coming, I was raised by conservative parents, and
Mhm.
even out of high school, I felt myself as a progressive or a Democrat. You know, because the saying is, if you're not a progressive at 20 or a Democrat liberal at 20, you don't have a heart, and if you're not a
Mhm.
conservative at 30, you don't have a brain. So even though I'm 34 years old, I have 3 kids, I work for myself, I'm the third generation to do tile work. So I am very pro capitalism. Um,
Mhm.
I am very pro, love this country. I'm not one of those Republican guys, no matter if they got an R in front of the name, vote for them. I find myself more as an independent, but unfortunately, the way this country operates is a two-party system. And so, therefore, I am registered a Republican so I can vote in the primaries, you know, because I would like to say who I would like to represent. But I've never voted Democrat, even though when I felt like I was a progressive or Democrat, I still voted
Mhm.
Republican. And the only reason of that is, you know, earlier when I say I have to look at both sides to come up with the truth, I
Mhm.
can look at these cities that have been ran by Democrats for 30, 40 years, and you
Mhm.
can see they're not performing as well. Maybe the crime rate is a little higher. And I just always felt like the Democrat Party is, this is what I can give you, or, you know, pandering. And it's a shame that for some reason the Republicans have it's the party of the rich. They don't care about the poor and things like that. And I find that to be just talking points, you know, but I
Mhm.
don't know. I'm trying to figure it out just like you, man. And the only
Yeah,
way we
yeah,
can make this country better is by talking to each other. And if
yeah. You
people
know,
don't agree with you, yelling at them, calling them
mhm.
names is not fixing anything, and
Mhm.
you're damn sure not going to get your point across or maybe spark a different thought process in that individual. And we can't go nowhere like that, you know. So Mo is 100% correct. That shit does need to change, and it's only us that can make that change, you know.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, you know, yeah, I said this on his last broadcast show. I'm only 21 years old, so like it's not like I know, it's not like I have the answers to most things, you know. But you know, I I do know that it's important to. What happened? Am I
No, I
still?
did it on purpose. Go ahead. I gave the spotlight.
Oh, okay. um, that makes me nervous. Can you?
All right, I'll bring it back.
I
I'm
Oh my
scared.
god,
He's like, I don't want the spotlight.
not ready
feel
for
you though.
that. No. I lost my train of thought.
You're 21, you know, and you don't know everything.
Yep. But I do know that civic engagement is very important, and it's, you know, regardless of what we believe, it's important to, you know, per, you know, exercise our civic duties at the polls in every election.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Um, but yeah, you know,
And we only know what we're around, you know. So you know, living in the north like you have, and
yeah,
say a Democrat city, you know, you only know what you're told and what you're around. So, and people fail to. I need to put my tool bag in there real quick.
I
People
agree
fail
that
to think
that's.
about that, you know.
Yeah, I agree that that's true for most people. We, you know, we're very polarized as a nation where we, you know, we like to we like groupthink, but I can assure you that I do not prescribe to groupthink at all. I know how to think for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it that way. That's
Yeah.
a beautiful thing. Keep it that way.
So yeah.
And I'm glad, son, that you seeing some stuff on the conservative side that we have some good
You
points,
got the key?
and I see you got some good points, you know, and
Keys
it's
in the
a
safe.
very good to have open dialogue.
Hmm.
And that's what I've been pushing for, an open dialogue on my channel. I've been talking to pro-black people, You know, I've been having pro-black people showing on my channel that change their name. They ain't their names no more. But they
Hey,
cool.
mute me, Mo.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute you. Hold on. Cut your mic off.
Yeah.
All right. All right, I'm mute you. Yeah, but you're a free thinker, son. That's what you is.
Yeah.
And I can be a free thinker, man. Fuck everybody, man. It's your motherfucking opinion. God damn it. You probably like, damn, Dad got a file off over here.
What did you say?
You probably, damn, Daddy got a foul mouth here.
I mean,
It's free speech.
I'm grown.
You grown, shit. I don't care if you cuss either. You grown.
I know, but I'm around people with foul mouth, so I understand.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit. Hey, I'll be in Madison this Saturday, son.
Fun.
Yeah, it'll be good. I'll be speaking out there at a rally out there, and there's supposed to be hundreds of Antifas out there, and but I'm not going to attack it ass. So I'm just going to do my
Hurt like last time.
Huh?
Don't get hurt like last time.
I know. I'm good. They told me actually to stay away from the Antifas and just stay in my lane, stay over here. With my speech over here. Let them protest. Don't walk over by them. So I'm actually going to not walk by them.
Okay.
Because last time they physically assaulted me, they was pushing me. Like, come on, blowing horns in my face, calling me white supremacists. I'm like, God damn, you guys are fucking far left.
Yeah. I just feel like, like a lot of Americans don't really have a good understanding of what socialism truly is, Like, people like to say, I was going to say this to him. I might say it when he gets back. Depending on
the mic is on. He hear you.
Oh, okay.
Your take on socialism. I want to hear this, son.
Okay, no, yeah, I was just thinking that like a lot of Americans don't really have a true understanding of what socialism truly is. I don't I'm trying to think of a way to explain this.
Take your time. You got this.
I don't think what Bernie is pursuing is true socialism. I think it's more closer to the idea of welfare state where the government ensures like accommodation, food, education, and health as basic rights. Like, I feel like, he specifically identifies himself as a democratic socialist.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between communism and democratic socialism. Like, socialism, is like, or I'm sorry, communism is when, the state owns all the wealth and, property, and whereas democratic socialism is where the state takes part of the wealth for income equality.
Okay.
And assurance of basic rights. So, like, I feel like, I mean, a lot of Americans just don't understand what socialism really is, or the difference between democratic socialism and socialism.
I mean,
do you think
I'm
that
going
could
with
be the
Brooke
gateway to pure communism or
Pure
socialism?
communism? I mean, it's been tried in other countries, and
Right.
there's no proof. I don't know.
So I haven't watched any entertainment, movies, music in maybe 5-6 years. I pretty much do everything YouTube and research, right? So it's either like Michael Savage or stuff like this. But over the years, I love conspiracies. So, but over the years, I think it was George Bush Sr. that started with this 1,000 points of life, New World Order agenda type stuff. And I just feel like this is the next chapter to make that in place. I don't think they're just going to stop at Democrat socialism, because the old phrase, give them an inch, they'll take a mile. And I do think the people at top, can we agree that there's rulers at the top? There are very powerful people that call the shots behind the scene. Would you agree with that in some fashion?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think those people, say Bernie does win, and let's say this Democrat socialism is what it is, do you think those people are just going to go away, or are they still going to call the shots?
I'm sorry, what people? I probably didn't hear you very well.
So say Bernie Sanders does win, and say it is democratic socialism as you've explained it.
Yeah.
Do you think the people that rule and that call the shots behind the scenes, do you think they're just going to give up, or do you think they're still going to be calling the shots behind the scenes?
Are you talking?
So
I'm
like
sorry.
the CFR, the Council on Foreign Relations, or like the Federal Reserve, right? There's nothing federal and there's nothing reserve about the Federal Reserve. It was the early 1900s, and it's the Rothschilds, it's the international banking system that owns the Fed, right? So America doesn't produce its own money. So we know that's not going to change. So what I just feel like, honestly, you're taking the money out of the people that busted their ass and went to college, or someone like me, as 13 years old, I'm carrying tile on the job for my grandpa and dad, and now I'm 34, I'm running my own tile thing. I have a 13-year-old. So you're going to take more money from me because I've dedicated my entire life to my trade, because somebody that doesn't really care, or somebody that doesn't want to try as hard as me or you're going to college, you're trying to better your life. I don't believe it's fair for them to take more money from you because you got somebody that's lazy. My wife has a nephew. He's 31 years old. His mom let him drop out of school in the 2nd grade. He has never had a job. He does not work. He plays video games every day. 31 years old. He's been doing this his entire life. So under the Bernie Sanders situation, they're going to take more money from me and you, who's dedicated their life to bettering itself, to give it to somebody like them who's never gave a fuck in the first place. And I find that absolutely wrong.
Okay.
And I was just looking. Okay, remember when Trump said that socialism would never work? What's your take on what Trump said about socialism would never work in a country? I know you don't like Trump. I know you don't like Trump.
No, that's not why I'm laughing. I guess I'm just getting tired already.
Oh, okay. We got a different discussion on the day, man. All right. You doing some other day, man. You like, damn, daddy want to argue.
No.
He like, daddy want to argue. I ain't trying to argue with you, because we can argue on the phone privately.
What's your name again?
Hello?
Yeah, what's your name again?
Hippie.
That's his name?
Hippies for Trump. No, I don't know his real name. I know about Hippies for Trump.
I forgot his name.
He froze.
Oh, okay.
You can tell he's a hippie, man. A white boy with some dreadlocks. White boy with some goddamn dreadlocks. What's up, my cracker?
I'm afraid this socialism stuff is going to be like the welfare system now. I know people that get food stamps or Section 8 who are cheating.
I'll be back. I gotta pee.
And I feel like there's people out there that need it more that aren't cheating, and there's cheaters taking advantage of the system. And I just don't think that's fair. I mean, but that makes me seem like a prick or an asshole because he doesn't care about the less fortunate, or things like that. But I honestly feel in America, everybody honestly has the same chance. There's in the TV you'll hear there's oppression and things like this, but I don't know. I might be wrong. I don't know. If you look up this guy named Joseph Simeon, he owns a organization called Pulse, Pulse. I worked on his house for 9 months. He was selling cocaine in New Orleans as a 16-year-old. His cousin got killed over a kilo of cocaine.
Hey, hippie for Trump. Hey, my son getting tired. Hey, Mark getting tired. I want to hold you, man.
No, wait, no, I was listening to what he was saying.
Oh, okay. I think you
I'm
said.
gonna
All right,
make
go ahead.
this
Go
and
ahead.
I'm done.
No, go
So
ahead. Finish.
so his name's Joseph Simeon, owns the organization Pulse. It's him and 4 guys. His
Uh-huh.
cousin got killed over a kilo of cocaine. At
Uh-huh.
16 years old, he went and joined the military. He is now one of the best surgeons, the best gynecologist in my area. He owns a 4,000 square foot home. You know, his sons or both his kids are doing fucking phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And it was him that chose to get out the hood. It was him that chose to apply himself and make something better of himself. He's
Yeah.
making over $500,000 a year. He's a black guy. And now his organization helps the unfortunate youth in those scenarios to get in school and to do something with their life. So
Mhm.
to say that America oppresses people or certain people don't have an advantage more than others, I
Uh-huh.
personally find that to be a lie, and I find that to be propaganda, because that's just one example, but I know other examples.
Mhm.
In America,
Yeah.
if you truly apply yourself and you truly want to make a change to the better, you have that opportunity.
Yes, I believe that everybody that has that opportunity, 100%. But I am also a firm believer that certain groups of people in America are oppressed. What I mean, and what I like, I'm using the term oppression like loosely, not in the way, not in the way that like I'm not saying, oh, it's impossible to live the American dream if you're part of this certain group, or if you're a part of a marginalized community, whatever. I'm just saying that like it is a fact that some people are born into circumstances that prevent them from, not prevent, but that make it harder for them to live the American dream to the maximum extent possible. Like I do, I mean, I'm a firm believer that, I'm also a firm believer that every one of us has privilege in some areas that others don't. I believe,
Right.
you know what I mean? So yeah,
Absolutely.
I like, how do I word this?
You got this.
I don't, I don't like calling myself an oppressed individual because of my, identities, Black, LGBT. I I don't like to use that as, I feel like if I overplay those cards, it's gonna, because even though I do feel like, those identities make it harder for me to, live the American dream in the same way that others can. I don't like playing those cards, most of the time. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, good.
I'm feeling you, son.
So yeah.
You know, I just think you're very awesome. To be honest, I'm not trying to kiss ass to Mo or anything,
Yeah.
but you're in school, you
Stop it,
recognize
Bob.
these things, and you're trying to the best of your ability. And I
Mhm.
think that's very awesome. You're doing better than I was at 21, and
Right.
my hat's off to you.
I was in jail at 21.
Really.
I was
Thank
fighting
you.
on a robbery case at 21.
Yeah. I mean, when I was 21, I was in the club making money.
And I was selling
just,
dope at 21.
yeah, absolutely.
Picking up
I'm
hookers.
Right. I'm just fortunate that I grew up in the family I did, because that gave me a career. And if it wouldn't be for that, who knows
What
where
do
I
you
would be
do?
in life right now. And I'm just being honest. I took what I had for granted,
Uh-huh.
and I'm just glad to see that your head's at a better place than I was at 21,
Mhm.
and even your thoughts. Even though we're not batting for the same team,
Mhm.
I still keep doing what you're doing. I
Thank
think
you.
that's amazing.
Listen, everybody, this is my son, and he's a liberal, and I'm proud of him.
Absolutely.
I'm proud
You
of
should
him.
be
He's a
proud.
liberal. At least the liberal's not in jail. At least he's not out there drab-ass shooting. You know what I'm saying? Going out there
Thanks.
call for fuckery.
I'll be back. My laptop's about to die. Hold on.
Yeah, he might be kicked off. He's not about to die. And my son, look, he ain't even shy no more. He be shy with his kid. Now he on my podcast. Like, damn. I got 12,000 subscribers and he on my podcast. Like,
12. How many people are watching?
right now it's 20 people, but the replay is gonna be like awesome. It's gonna be way more. This is a live broadcast right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know. What's up, Ghetto Preacher? Ghetto Preacher, you want to come up? Hey, this is my son, Ghetto Preacher. He might need to subscribe. Hold on. I think he want to come up.
Yeah,
it's an open dialogue. It's an open comment.
My only advice would be stay true to yourself. You know,
Hell
you
yeah.
have friends or whatever.
I'm glad you're a
Don't
liberal. That means we can argue. Let me stop it.
Yeah, don't just go along to get along. You know, stay true to your values.
Mhm.
Stay true to yourself. And if that ruins a then obviously that wasn't really a friend in the first place. But I'm sure you know all that. You know.
Yeah.
But especially being a teacher, because you're going to be the person that molds the minds of the future.
Yep.
And you know, I would just, you know, just like, you know, your dad said, opinions, everyone has one, like an asshole, you know. I mean, if I was a teacher, it would be hard not to project my opinions and stuff like that onto the kids. But I would just stay truthful, you know, just be honest with yourself and stay truthful, man. And I think you'll be a badass individual, you know.
You'll
That's
be a
what this
badass.
country needs. People like you know, for real.
Thank you.
But it was nice meeting you. Mo,
Yeah.
you rock. Thanks for letting me hop on. I just wanted to jump on about that New York Times and Washington Post
Hey,
thing.
thank you for coming on here, bro.
Absolutely. I'm about to pull up, so I'm going to hang out with the wife. But I love everybody in the
Hey,
chat.
love you, brother.
Everybody keep
Hey,
being
come back anytime.
blessed,
Thanks for coming on here, bro.
Absolutely. It was nice meeting you, Mark. Have a
Yeah.
have a good one, man.
You as well.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Hello. Okay, now we got Melissa. She's
Oh,
oh. Hey,
hello.
here, Mark.
Hello.
Don't he look like me? Look at him. Look at him.
Is this your son?
My son, my youngest. He's 21 years old.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he's a
Well, how
liberal.
do you do, Mark?
He's a liberal.
I'm doing good.
He's
It's okay to be a liberal.
It's okay.
Fine.
I'm kind of cool with that we got different opinions. I like it that way. I actually like it better that way than we in preach to the choir.
Yeah.
I think I look more like my brother Maurice, by the way.
You do. Look, my oldest son, Maurice Jr. Look, me and him. I didn't tell you my story, but me and him, they got different mothers, same dad. They look like they got the same mother and dad. They look so much alike.
Yeah.
I
like it.
talked to Maurice today. I'll tell you about that later.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I'm getting my family business. Yeah, we cool now. There we go. What's up, Melissa? How you doing, Melissa?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Mo?
I'm pretty good.
That's pretty cool to see your son on here.
Yeah. And my
whatnot.
son is left, and I want to show people that look, we got different people. My son is a lot like me, but he's on the other side. And
What, Mouthy?
It's okay to be on the other side. My sister, I have a sister. She's, on the other side too. We still love each other.
yeah, we got it. You got to do that.
You said your son is a what?
Left.
My sister is totally on the left side.
Okay.
Also,
Okay.
she's gay, and I love her and I accept her. She's a good girl.
My son is a leftist and he's gay, and I accept him. I love
That's okay. That's a beautiful thing. It's okay.
him.
The thing is why did it have to even be a big old problem in the United States? Why did it have to be exposed? Why did all of a sudden just LGBT bullshit? A lot of people are freaking pretty offended by our stupid country right now, exposing all this shit to divide us and make all of them look bad. Just a question. Are you offended by that? Because you know what? Here's the deal. Gays is normal. It's a normal thing. It's been normal for years. But why did they have to just all of a sudden just expose it after Trump freaking became president? Why did they have to expose it? Why did they have to make it bad? Why did all of a sudden everybody got offended? It shouldn't have never been. It's been a normal thing for years. And a lot of people, LGBT, whatever, go on. I don't follow all of it, but you know what? They're offended. They're just like, what the heck? They're embarrassed.
What are they offended over? I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah, what are they offended over, Melissa?
I know I'm talking fast, but my thing is, I'm talking fast. I don't mean to talk fast. But my thing is why did it have to be? Why did it have to be to where somebody else is coming on? Right. My thing is that, you know what? My gay sister, she's totally gay. She's totally LGBT, whatever. That's her business, not mine. She is embarrassed by what our country is doing in publicity. How do I word it? She's embarrassed on what our country is doing about it right now and exposing it. That's what they're doing. They're exposing it. They're just
Are you talking about? Are you saying people? I'm trying to word it so that it makes sense. Are you saying that people are pushing the LGBT agenda like aggressively since Trump got elected?
Kind of, but you got to think, like, when you watch the news or social media and everything else, like, they are really insulting all of the LGBT, right? So, like, that's like the propaganda.
Hey, Melissa, I was in DC about a month ago, right? And I went to actually a transgender rally down there, and they was not pushing that over there, and they was actually a different people down there. They was showing love. They was not Trump triggered. I was actually like exchanging numbers down there with the people. They were not pushing that. They said no. There was actually some more different. Just the first group of LGBT people that
I think it's more.
That was very intellectual.
I think it's more mainstream media.
Yeah, mainstream media. But when I was behind closed doors, I was like, wow.
Are you saying that people are so okay? I'm probably just too PC to understand where you guys are coming from. But are you guys saying that the LGBT agenda is like being shoved down people's throats, or I'm trying to
kind of, yeah, and like, and then more the LGBT.
But
can I explain why
people do the same thing though? It's like
they're getting offended by it because our country is embarrassed right now. Because you know what? All this, the gays, LGBT has been a normal thing for years.
I agree.
It has been, and then all of a sudden they just expose it in the last 3 years. You got to admit, 3 years when Donald Trump started running. They just freaking run the LGBT and all this, exposed it and made it look really bad. And it's like a lot of like even my sister's gay, and she's just like, what the frick? All we wanted it to be is a normal thing. Why does it have to be exposed? Why does it have to be a big thing?
But in order for it to be seen as normal, doesn't it have to be exposed?
Not really. Not to this extent in our country right now. Why should it have to be exposed?
I see what you're talking about.
Just keep it private. It's always been private. It's just.
I mean, yeah. Well, okay. Where do I start?
My relationship private.
I
keep my relationship private. Keep your relationship private.
Yeah, heterosexuals are. Yeah. Okay. I agree. To a certain degree. Okay. I'm sorry. I just need to talk. I agree to a certain degree. But heterosexuals are just as guilty as plastering their sex lives, all over. I mean, the public display of affection that heterosexuals show every day. I mean, come on. So shouldn't gays be allowed to do the same thing? I feel like that's heteronormativity, that heterosexuals get to display have a public display of affection. But when gays do it, it's aggressive because it's not the norm, and then I also feel like, it's a very simple one. If us gays do have an aggressive agenda, maybe it's because we don't want our children to live through the same pain that we live through as as boys and girls. And I feel like that's worth being aggressive about. So, I don't know.
My thing is it shouldn't even be a conversation. It shouldn't even be a conversation. It shouldn't even be publicized. It should be a normal thing and ignored.
Honestly, and I feel like non-LGBT people talk about it more than we do. That's been my experience.
Okay, talk about your experience then. Talk your experience, not by.
Well, I'm just gonna use an example. I feel like heterosexuals think about gay sex more than we do, and I'm just being blunt. Like there's more to being gay than just sex. Human sexuality, like you said, Melissa, is normal, and I feel like heterosexuals are the ones who sexualize us by talking about, what we do in our bedroom, what two consenting adults do in their bedroom. They try so.
It should be private, period. No matter what. It should be private. It's no different.
It should be, but
it should be.
Yeah, Melissa, listen to me.
I'm listening.
Chris in here. You got porn sites. You got people doing the same thing on the conservative side. Walking around with pants stuck up their ass. Same shit. Hoochie mama.
Right.
Same shit. And it's straight. So who are we to judge?
Who is the judge, right?
Who's the judge? So why should I judge this? Why should we judge this?
I don't judge it. I accepted it a long time ago. And the thing is why does it have to be so publicity?
How is it so public though? I want to understand, because I rarely see I rarely see gay couples, portrayed on television shows or movies. It's still, the movie and television industry is still heavily dominated by heterosexuals. So I don't really understand how it's being shoved down people's throats if we're rarely represented anyway.
Mainstream media is the only one.
Well, we're probably looking at two different kinds of mainstream media because I don't see it.
Okay,
well, actually, you're right. It's a lot of social media too.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
No, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
It is a lot of mainstream media or social media.
Yeah. Okay. That makes more sense. Huh?
Do you watch CNN?
Do I watch?
Please
CNN?
no.
Stop.
Stop it, Bob.
What I'm looking for.
Don't watch any of the gosh damn news on TV. It's all
okay. I don't watch CNN. You don't watch Fox News. How about that?
Okay. I don't like Fox.
All right, no, I get you, but I like Fox News because it's about the.
I don't like Fox News. I think Fox News is fake news too. Trump meant that.
It is. There's a lot of Fox News that is fake.
Lesser of two evils.
What?
Fox News.
Fox News. I put Fox News in their place too. I got on their freaking social bullshit and I called them out. I did. But you know what? That's the only news I'll watch is Fox News.
Oh, can you hear me?
All the other freaking news, I don't even. You know what I look at? You know what I watch?
Check.
Is Truth News. It's like this shit that we're sharing right now.
Alex Jones.
YouTube. Alex Jones. Did you just say that?
Alex Jones. You don't like Alex Jones?
Oh yeah. Well, to an extent, like they got the guy broadcast.
Can you guys hear me better now?
I try to watch real news. Real news is the only news I want to watch. And it's hard to find.
Alex Jones was telling the truth. They banned him on YouTube.
Oh yeah. They totally banned Alex Jones. No, let me tell you about Alex Jones. He freaking came on and he had a major hit. He called all the politicians out
Yes, he did.
in our Congress. He called everybody out, and he shared truth news. And what happened? YouTube, Google, and all bullshit fucking blocked him and banned him for life. And where's Alex Jones? You can Google him up and you won't find him.
It's
I
that-
just
it's that
wanted to say,
globalist agenda. It's that globalist agenda.
Yep. Global.
historically
agenda.
speaking, like straight people have been very comfortable with their sexuality and like confident with themselves. We've never felt the need to like parade our straightness. And I just feel like I get it. Like gay
We
people
just
have
don't
been
worry about
gay
any
people
other-
have been
period.
subjected to harsher treatment in the past, and so I get their need to want to like celebrate and like rub it around, be like, yeah, we're proud of who we are and we have the right to be proud. But like, how long does that have to go on for? It's like,
But
it's like-
how long is it going to take for us all to stand up against our?
no, I mean, but like, can we agree that like the whole gay pride thing, the whole like festivals
Oh, yeah.
once a year and everything,
I
like
mean,
after
I mean-
50 years
I agree with
of
that. I agree
acceptance,
with that.
I mean,
That's
it'll.
your right. That's your right. Absolutely. I have nothing
No problem with the gay.
against that.
is it a trend right now?
But when are we going to
What's a
all
trend?
stand for
No, I'm
really?
saying the increase in like it's like the bolstering of the gay community right now. I'm just
No,
wondering
I
if it's
disagree.
If it's just a
Okay, so
current
what's your
trend.
take on that, Mark?
Hold on. Stop.
What?
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
No, I want to know his take.
When is it? When is it going to take for all of us Americans, whether you're gay?
I like that question. Yep.
When is it going to take for
Mhm.
us Americans
Mhm.
to all stand together and fight for our liberty in our country?
That's a very good question.
It is a very good question, and you should Google it
Mhm.
because you know I
I don't have the answer. I feel like many of us.
Listen,
It's
listen to me.
okay. I'm
Our-
sorry.
Do you have a constitutional book? It's
Actually,
a very
yes. I have one in my backpack.
Of course you
absolutely awesome.
do,
You should
nigga.
have it in your front pocket right here. Constitution. It gives us all of our rights. Bill of Rights, court rights, whatever. That doesn't happen anymore because our court system is so kangaroo courts. Whoa. Ooh, nice. Good job.
He got
So
it.
you do. That's the most important thing
Yep.
in this whole conversation right here, right now.
Yep.
It doesn't matter who you are, what your race is, what your relationship is. What matters is Americans. Americans standing up for America.
Mhm.
It's falling apart. It is falling apart. That Constitution right now, you should almost just get scissors and cut it up and throw it in the garbage. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
And that's real. And it's scary. We need to all get that small little book, that little constitutional book or the Bill of Rights book, and read it and understand it. It's a hard one to understand, but once you do, you get it.
Yeah. For sure.
For sure. That's on my face. Give everybody a shout out. Hey, son. Look, you see my face.
What's up, Mo?
But I'm cutting.
That's your son, huh?
Yeah, that's my
Aw.
son.
Well, you know what? I love God. God is part of me. I love my country.
Lips.
And we are all
What?
God loving American citizens in the world. It doesn't matter. But it was good talking to you because
Yeah.
God said, I like that. My favorite verse in the Bible is Psalms 23. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. And I'm telling you what, evil is here. Evil is here, and we are witnessing it.
Yeah.
We are witnessing it. Whether you, it doesn't matter what you are. It's now, and it's scary. But how much balls are you gonna get? You're gonna freaking stand up, and you're gonna fight against the evil, right?
Thanks, RRC.
I just have a question. I mean,
Sure.
it's so controversial to say, you know, and I'm just saying, so much more controversial to say white pride than to say gay pride, and I want to know why that is.
Well, I don't really like pride, period. Actually,
I think everybody should be proud of where they come from.
Right now. Go ahead and
I don't do any freaking pride. I do American pride. American pride,
Because every fucking day is straight pride, and then every fucking day is white pride. That's how I feel.
Fuck white pride. Fuck white pride. No, I go American pride.
But we're not allowed to be proud. I mean, we get attacked when we say we're
You've always been allowed
proud.
to be proud, though. That's the thing.
F-ball around me.
It's
don't know.
American pride.
I've been banned off of Twitter for being proud, and I know how it feels
I've been
getting
banned off
subjugated for being proud of who you are.
So
I've
you're
been
proud
banned
of
off-
your whiteness?
I'm proud of where I come from. I'm related to Andrew Jackson. He's my
Okay.
great uncle.
I need hope. Where's Hope Coleman?
I'm very proud to be a 17th generation American. That's what I have pride in.
I'm
It's okay
proud.
to be proud to be white. I tell everybody, if you German, you fucking it.
You know what?
I mean-
Here it is. I'm white and I'm proud, but
But
I'm not.
I just want it
So
to
you're a
be
proud
equal.
cracker.
I believe in equality. I
You're a
believe in
proud
gay
cracker.
people's. I believe in gay
Cracker
people's
and
right
cracker.
to be proud, but I also believe in everyone else's right to be proud.
Well, yeah, everybody's equal.
Okay.
Yeah, but how come it's so much more controversial one way than the other?
I mean, given our history, come on.
All right, son, go ahead and say it. Stay your ground.
Stand your ground. Keep
Sorry,
doing
I'm
what you're doing.
multitasking right now. I'm doing math homework and talking to y'all.
Fuck it, be petty, son.
No,
It's all
I'm not.
good.
I mean,
I know you're not petty like your daddy.
okay. I don't know. What am I supposed to say?
Your answer to that.
What question was it again?
What was that question again?
I was saying, why is it so much more controversial to be proud of your European white ancestors than it is to be gay and be proud?
Shit.
Well, I could go 30 minutes on that one. That one is hard to tackle, right?
But we'll say that for another
Hold
subject.
on, no, give me a minute. I need to finish because I can't. Working with numbers is difficult. I have to keep my train of thought first. Give me 1 minute.
All right, you smarter than a motherfucker. Listen, I had no patience with school when I was your age. I had no patience.
Oh, this is good conversation.
When I was your age, I was gang banging. I was selling dope. I was chasing hoes.
Tell it, Mo.
Shit.
Does he know that?
He knows that.
Yeah.
He know how his daddy is. He know his daddy crazy. Because he know his daddy is just like his granddaddy.
Raising kids is not easy. It's a very hard thing to do. Like you can have your babies and they go to toddlers and they go to freaking preschool and they go to kindergarten. But you know what? When they start getting their teenage years, it ain't freaking easy. They call.
It's not anymore.
Okay,
Everyone does homeschooling now if they don't want the Marxists to get a hold of their kids' fragile minds.
The
Good
narcissist.
God, and they should. And homeschooling they should do is Ron Paul curriculum. It's Ron Paul curriculum. I even showed that to Hope. She was like, "Who's that?" I was like, "It's no government involved. It's real old history. They teach you about the Holocaust. They teach you about the revelation."
Public schools teach you about the Holocaust too.
Oh yeah, but you gotta know. They only teach just a small part of
They
it.
only teach you one side of the Holocaust. There were two sides of the Holocaust.
Don't forget about the Revolutionary War. They teach that shit too.
Yeah, the War of 1812
I'm
too.
like, what do you know about that? She's like,
Okay,
I
I'm
don't know.
gonna word it this way. I'm sorry to cut y'all off. I'm gonna word. Okay, so to answer Nick's question, I don't think it's racist in itself to be proud to be white, but I feel like I feel like it's typically like proclaimed by people who are racist. I feel like people take pride in being, black, gay, trans, disabled. because they or their predecessors have faced discrimination for that trait. You have not faced discrimination for being white.
Oh, yes, I have, and that's
Oh,
their
please.
identity.
Yes.
This is my identity, and when
You
someone tries to crush your identity, then it just makes your identity stronger. So if people don't want like white people to get angry and have like this resentment towards other people, I just feel like that we should be treated equally, because that's all we really
Everybody
want.
should be treated
White
equal.
people are already treated equal.
There are some white people that don't want to be treated equally. They see themselves as superior, and those are the people that
They're
you're
anti,
saying
but they're probably more anti.
they use white pride in a different kind of way that I'm using the phrase white pride, even though
No, I know.
I just mean being proud of my ancestors.
No,
You know,
oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I feel like I don't feel like there's anything wrong with being proud of your ancestors. I mean, how else did you get here?
So when is White History Month?
I mean, I have white ancestors, and I mean, look at my daddy.
I know, but I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate all of the history. I want to celebrate all of the history of the European people, and we don't really have like a month like everyone else has a month. Do you think that white people should have a White History Month?
Yo,
There's already an Irish.
I don't give a fuck. I don't
We don't have a history month,
barbecue, motherfucker.
except for freaking Hitler.
Shit. Fuck Hitler. Like that, damn it. I have no problem with White History Month. You can have Asian Month. Fuck it.
I don't even want my
They
own
have
race.
one. They have one. They already have. The Latinos have one. The Asians have one. The Black people have one.
So do the Irish, right? I mean, I don't know
Hawaiian-
the Irish.
Irish. I'm black.
Irish, but the reason Irish have them is because they were indentured servants. Like one of my ancestors was, he had to work for a glover.
Exactly.
So do you need reparations? We need reparations too.
No.
So I just found out like one of my ancestors,
money. I want reparations, y'all.
one of my ancestors just did one of those DNA tests
Yeah.
and found out that we thought we were Indian. We thought
Everybody think fucking Indian. It's like
yeah. Well, my mom and my Aunt Linda were adopted for years, and they went through a fucking horrible.
Everybody think they fucking Indian.
Okay.
So-
Can I say something to
The funny
not?
part is that like well, it's not really funny, but my mom was adopted for years.
Hey, Mark
And
said,
come to find out, we're Black Irish.
I just want to tell Nick that I personally don't care if, I mean, you be proud of your ancestors. No, I mean, this is a free country. I mean, and if you're proud of being white, I mean, I personally don't care. This is a free country. Nobody's stopping you, in my opinion. It's just the media. I mean, the media, you know, controls people's, you know, tries to control how people think. And I think, you know, the media dictates what society should be like. So, I mean, personally, I just don't care. Be who you are.
It's so interesting. Most people would probably think that I had a totally different upbringing and different kind of people that were teaching me these talking points and stuff like that. But could you believe that I was raised by my dad's mom and her gay partner? I was the first kid adopted in America by gay parents.
No shit.
My thing is though,
is that not the weirdest shit ever? And most people run around and they're like, "You're a Nazi, you're a Nazi," and it's like, you know what? It's so weird because everyone is like, "You must have been raised in some like hillbilly trash home or whatever," and it's like, actually, I grew up in Beverly Hills. My family was lawyers and shit like that. And so it's so weird how far the apple actually can fall from the tree. And so that's my next point: is do you think that children should be raised by gay parents?
Do you think that? Because
I agree.
I mean, you already know how I feel about that. I mean, I
just joined. No, I'm just asking because from personal experience, I mean, gay or lesbian, I don't know. From experience, as a child that was raised by lesbian moms or grandmas or whatever, I always did crave like a father, you know, in my life.
I mean, I mean, you're a product of society. You saw what most kids have, which is a father. So I mean, kids crave what they don't have. Period. So
Yeah, but I was also brought along to like a lot of these gay pride festivals and stuff like that.
okay.
And they were trying to give me condoms when I was like 9 and stuff like that. I
Well,
don't agree.
that's
I
too.
don't agree with the overt
No.
sexuality of the culture.
9 is
Okay.
way
You
too
know,
young.
but
9 is way too young. I'm
I mean,
just
I
saying.
understand that every culture has its
That's
sexuality.
the
Like
problem with our schools these days.
all groups of people have sex, right? But only one group of people really puts it out there for everyone on plain display to see and like marches it around. And that's the gay culture. And I want to know why. Because I've had to deal with it my whole life. I've had to see it. It's
oh,
been
I'm
embarrassing.
sorry.
For me, it's been, I had the gay grandma with the partner that would come pick me up from school in a Jeep with the upside down purple sticker on the bumper. So everyone knew she was gay, like as if they didn't already know.
Hmm.
Just kind of, I felt like even my own moms wanted to rub in everyone's face, like, we're gay and we have a son.
Hmm.
So I don't know if that was maybe like a talking point for them or like they were just using me or something. But I didn't really feel like I was nurtured as a child the same as if I would have had like a mother and a father.
I mean,
All right.
okay. How do I?
You were raised with a gay parent, right?
My dad put me up for adoption. I was adopted by my dad's mom and her gay partner. They were the first. I was the first child to have two same-sex legally recognized parents in America. There's a LA Times article about it.
But what's the difference between what's the
I
difference?
mean, first. I mean,
Because they
okay.
were like trailblazers and it was kind of an
I know, but what's
experiment. And if you ask me, it was an
what's the difference between being
experiment
raised
gone
by
wrong because now I'm
you get
very
raised by some
anti.
straight
I'm
ass
very
I mean,
fucking
I
okay.
became
Can
I
I?
became very anti everything that they stand for. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So it's like when gay parents raise a child, they could end up raising a monster.
Well,
Okay.
you know,
Because I
my only
rebel so
argument with
hard.
that-
I rebel so hard against everything that they stood for. They fought for gay rights. They fought for, all that stuff. And I agree gay people should have equal rights, but I feel like this system, this world that we're living in puts gay people on like a higher
No,
chain.
that is BS. No, nope. I disagree.
all right, so
Can I say something?
Hey, Mark, what's your take on this? Let him talk.
Well, I have a lot to say about that. First of all, mostly everything is sexually charged. Have you ever been to Vegas or Toronto's Carabana parade or whatever? Where girls wear little more than those loose threads. I mean, it's just what our society does now. It does with sex now. We have a weird, unhealthy relationship with it. I feel like, okay, trying to think of a way to word this to make sense, because I feel like you probably just don't understand. I'm very passionate about this subject, so
I love your passion, bro.
pardon me if I sound a little
No, take
triggered.
your time, dude. I'm
No,
glad.
keep going, man.
Okay.
I'm glad that we're having a
Respect your
conversation.
passion.
Thank you.
Yeah. Trying to think.
It's called open dialogue, so we open here.
I mean, gay prides are probably sexual because people are looking for it. I mean, if you go to, like, say, the New York City parade, there are, like, corporate groups and, like, activism groups, religious groups, dance groups, bands, and politicians. None of that are even remotely sexually charged. But there are people in flamboyant clothing, leather, and drag. But I mean, I wouldn't even consider any of that sexually charged unless you identify those outfits as somehow being sexual. Now, the condoms part, I mean, there's nothing wrong with teaching your children about having safe sex. I mean, I don't, but I don't agree with your parents giving you condoms at 9 and when you're not thinking about that stuff. So I mean, that's on them. That's not a reflection of the entire community.
I just got dragged along. I got dragged along to the Gay Pride Festival, and I just reached in the bucket thinking there was candy in there, and there's damn condoms.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
It is what it is.
But
I'm not
I don't
blaming
think-
everything. I'm not blaming everything that I've experienced on you. I would never do that. I'm just
No, I know.
trying to say it's so interesting to me how parents always think like that they're raising something that is going to mirror them, and then the apple falls far from the tree. Like in my case, I'm nothing like my grandma's and my dad, who actually that's how I got dragged into the conversation, is because I was talking about how nice it is for your dad, who's a conservative, and you, who's liberal, to be able to share the same platform and sit here and speak together. Because my dad is a liberal who has his own like YouTube podcast thing or whatever. He wouldn't dare have me on his channel. He doesn't want to associate with me. I'm pretty sure he's probably got a restraining order against me back in California or something crazy, just to have my guns taken away. So, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. He's threatened that shit before, just because, he's a weirdo. He's basically made up lies about me to the rest of the family because I'm a conservative. So he had to make up all kinds of other shit about me to make me sound worse, so they would also stop talking about me. It's like liberals will deplatform you in real life. I just feel like really it's so nice to see you and your dad on the same platform here, amicable, like that's a beautiful thing.
And he's left and I'm right. That's cool.
You're what?
I said you left and I'm right. And we're the same people. We said some crazy shit.
I mean,
It was the Broken Patriot from Arizona. Shout out! I see you out there.
I mean, you take your craziness to a different level than I do.
What you talking about, Willis?
You're crazier than I am. That's what I'm saying.
I am, of course. You know what? As you get older, son, you're gonna get crazy too.
No, I'm not.
You gonna see more fuckery, nigga. You're a delk. You gotta be crazy.
Where did the other person go?
I think I kicked off. I think she drunk. She. I'll be fucking with Melissa. She cool. She be fucking.
Where's Hope?
Hope at work. I try to send her. Hope at work. You dig? Hey son, you see my panel be lit though? You see it, right? My panel be lit.
Yeah.
You be on fire. You be like, this is fun. Look, you like the debates. You be on there like,
Oh, they're being nice this time in the comments.
No, you know what? Yes, because I got moderators. I patrol this shit now.
Yeah, you are a good stream runner, man. You had one time you were running a stream, bro. I was triggered. I was in the chat, and you're like, "Get out of here, man! You kicked me out of here." The next time you ran a stream, I came back. I already had my wrench back. I was like, "All right, he doesn't skip a beat."
I just be talking shit.
You already know, man. I got a problem with the infiltration. Like if I see an infiltrator, I'm gonna call it out.
Yeah.
I ran the whole infiltrators website out of California back in the day. So when I moved to Arizona, I just washed my hands with the California politics because that shit is too fucked up for me.
Yeah. Damn, Garrett Preacher, they want us to join. Damn it. The Wi-Fi won't let you in. Dude, do you got a fucking Obama phone? That's why I let you in. Look at me. I'm talking to Garrett Preacher. Talking shit. Damn.
Hey, feel better, Broken Patriot.
Orchestra, you want to get on here? Orchestra, get on here. I'll send a link. Anybody want to call in or video in? Come in because this is lit. That damn Mo got his son on here. Yes, I do, and he's very opinionated like I am. He don't give a fuck.
Hey, Maurice,
he'll call me a dumbass if he feel I'm wrong.
You hear that? Jennifer from Arizona Patriots got arrested, man.
Jennifer? What?
Yeah, unreal, right? On some bull too.
What the fuck, Jennifer?
Yeah, Broken Patriot was covering it. I don't even know the charges. I think they got her on some kind of like harassment of people while they're trying to aid illegal aliens.
Look.
The hell, man.
Jennifer, I remember. Look, she opened up Big Mouth, right? Hope and Jennifer and Lisa, they at the Bernie Sanders rally, and then they're supposed to be quiet. Jennifer like yelling, "Trump is your president!" They all got kicked out. I said, Jennifer, why you already open your mouth? They got.
Hey, they've had a good run, man. I just hope that they drop the charges against her because she doesn't deserve that. She's a patriot and a fighter.
Hey, Ghetto Preacher, you can't call in because they got a phone. You don't can video in. Damn it! You can't video in. Hold on. Ghetto Preacher, maybe you can call in. I'm gonna put my email. I'll give you my phone number and I'll put you on speaker. Hold on. Fuck. Go ahead, y'all talk. I finna. Yeah. Ghetto Preacher can come to Mo. Yo, y'all can go ahead and talk, man. I'm trying to do some shit. All right, here's my email, Ghetto Preacher. Send me an email, I'll give you my number, and I'll just put you on speaker.
You know what's crazy about Arizona, Maurice?
Yeah.
Is there's a bunch of college, it's like a college state. There's a lot of people that come to Arizona to go to college. And we have all of these professors that are, they're getting these young college kids and teaching them how to, become very, very far left wing. And so we have all, like a bunch of young Antifa here in Arizona, and the Patriots, like we only have so many numbers, like we have a lot of red voters because we have a lot of older folks and like retired people and like veterans and stuff like that here in Arizona. But like we don't have too many young, spry conservatives here. I mean, yeah, we have the Arizona conservatives of, ASU and stuff like that, but that's like 20 people, 30 people. It's like out in Antifa, unless you're at a Trump rally, Antifa is actually like pretty fucking sketchy and deep out here, man, because of these fucking colleges.
And where you at?
I'm in like Tempe, Arizona. There's a lot of
Tempe. Look, can I tell you something? Go to Madison, Wisconsin. It's very fucking liberal over there. Them Antifas out there are deep. They like Berkeley, California.
It's weird as shit though, because you think Arizona, like you want to keep the West very traditional. Like if you want to brave the heat out here, like you better be a fucking cowboy and shit. And like, and we have all these young kids want to come out here and go to college and party it up and shit, and they're voting while they're here, and they're electing people like Kristen Sinema over Martha McSally, who ended up getting appointed anyway. So jokes on Kristen Sinema for wasting her money. But yeah, I mean, like the swing vote was actually, 13% of Republicans in Arizona voted for Kristen Sinema for some reason. So she got elected. Kind of weird. It's weird how it's working out here. A lot of people are like conservatives, but they're still voting for liberals for some reason.
Yeah.
Doesn't Arizona have, because each state has 2 U.S. senators, doesn't Arizona also have, in addition to having Kirsten Sinema, doesn't Arizona have a Republican U.S. senator also?
Yeah, they have Martha McSally got.
Oh, okay.
She took the place of what was it? McCain, John McCain, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So she replaced McCain's seat, and Kristen Sinema got like the elected seat, and she won by just a mere few percent. But my theory is that 13% of Republicans voted for Kristen Sinema because Kristen Sinema is the first openly bisexual woman in Senate, and that's 13% of Republicans very well may have voted just based on their sexuality.
Are you sure they weren't independents?
No, 13% of Republicans voted for Kristen Sinema for some reason or another. And the only thing I can think of is, like a lot of African American people voted for Obama because they were like Obama. And so I think a lot of homosexuals voted for Kristen Sinema or bisexuals because she was like them. you know, thought that she would advocate for those kind of, you know, causes. It was an interesting story. I mean, we really got to see the Republican gay community come out and show us what percentage they represented. It's, I guess, 13%. Who would have known unless, you know, a gay candidate ran?
I know here in Wisconsin we have we elected back in 2012. You know, when Obama was on the ballot, I think we elected our first openly gay U.S. Senator, Tammy Baldwin.
Yeah, Tammy Baldwin.
So yeah, I think Tammy Baldwin and Kirsten Sinema are the only two LGBT members of the U.S. Senate right now.
Kristen Sinema's bisexual like Baphomet, though.
Okay.
I think she's a little satanic.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm serious though about like the fact that I do think that 13% of the swing vote came from the gay community. I thought that was really interesting because they don't really do Census Bureau type stuff like too often to find those kind of things out. I would have never known that.
Do you think Trump is going to win Arizona in 2020?
Having gone to a couple like Trump rallies out here, I do think, yeah, because you know, like Beto rallies are actually doing pretty good out here. Like they're pulling in numbers, but it's these same kind of people that I don't think actually come out and vote. Like, I think Trump voters are dedicated to coming out and voting. I think a lot of like Beto people and like all these other guys like Tulsi and I don't think that they're really dedicated to come out and vote the way that Trump supporters are. And Bernie, I don't know if Bernie is still even in the running, but he had a heart attack.
Bernie?
Yeah, Bernie had a heart attack in Las Vegas like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I did not know that.
Maybe 3 weeks ago now. So people are wondering if he's even in the physical shape to run for office anymore.
The Democrat to worry about is Tulsa Gilbert. Hello, can you hear? Hello.
Hey, I can hear you. What's up, Humberto?
What's up? Not Tulsa
Oh,
Gilbert.
you see my cat?
Oh, that's a big kitty.
The candidate Democrat to worry about is Tulsa Gilbert. She's getting a lot of popularity.
So in defense of what I was talking about earlier, Mark, I just wanted to say that the reason why a lot of people like that aren't, you know, these like hardcore racists or weirdos like Nazis or whatever are advocating for white rights right now is simply because it's their identity. And I feel like people like me, like I struggle with the white community to even be accepted as being white because I'm 51% Ashkenazi Jewish. So when I tell a white person that I'm white, they look at me like, no, you're not. Like I've been told you're not white by a lot of white people. And so for me, I struggle to cling on to the identity that I rightfully should have as it is. So that's my struggle, is that like I view myself as being ethnically European, whether it's 51% Ashkenazi or whatever. I just feel like that all comes from Europe. So that's my identity that I cling to. And so that's why I'm so proud of it. And because people try and take that from me all the time and say, you're not white, you're not white. And so there are white people that struggle among the other white people to even enjoy the identity of who they are. And so I think that what a lot of people need to see is there are internal struggles between the white community with other white people.
I believe it. I believe it.
it's tough, you know. I mean, I try and go places and advocate, you know, like there's the NAACP that advocates for black rights, and I've gone places and tried to advocate for white rights and like equality, you know, White History Month, stuff like that. Nothing
Guys hear
serious,
me?
like innocent kind of stuff,
I mean,
harmless. And
yeah.
and you know what I get is I get called a Jew, and you know, and it's like I'm not even
Hello?
I don't practice Judaism. I have no Jewish identity. I'm just ethnically like 51% from the Khazar Mountains in Europe. Like I have no,
Hello?
I don't practice the religion. I just have to identify as what my DNA test tells me I am. But a lot of other white people, like if I went to, let's say I went to one of these extremist groups and I tried to join, they would say, wow, you're way too Jewish, man. You know, but I feel white. I feel very like my even my Jewish ancestors were from Europe. They were biologically white. But that's so
Hello?
a lot of people like me struggle for people to view us as white, and that's why there's that demand. Is it's like a self-proving thing. Like I have to prove it to people. Like there are white Jews kind of deal.
Hello? Anybody there?
I can
Hey
hear
y'all,
you.
I gotta end this video, y'all. I gotta end the stream.
Why?
No. It's my 2 hours up, and I gotta get up in the morning.
Oh, okay.
No, you want look? You want to talk, son? I keep it on. I just disappear.
I forgot what I was gonna tell you. It was something. Oh yeah. Did you know that 2 years ago I took the Ancestry DNA test?
Yeah,
Have you ever seen the results?
yeah. You told me some stuff.
You never actually saw the results though.
What were the results?
Can I share the screen?
Yeah, share the screen.
Okay.
Hey,
Hold
this
on.
stuff is so interesting. I love DNA stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Did you did Ancestry or you did 23andMe?
Share it.
Ancestry DNA.
That's the one to do, bro, because then you get to do the family tree as well. Don't sleep on that family tree stuff, because that's like you'll learn a ton of stuff about your family if it goes back. I've gone back 25 generations on mine. I know the name of the person that sailed the ship that took my family here. I've gone way back. It's so much fun though. You could
Do
sit
you
there.
see it?
You got a screen share.
Dang. Okay, I'm trying.
There you go.
Oh, okay. You see it, Daddy?
Wow, dude.
Oh, I see it, son.
Yeah.
Senegal, Ivory Coast. Wow. Great
And did
Britain.
you know that Aunt Deborah took the same test and we had the same DNA matches? Daddy?
What up, bro? What up, fam?
Hey, what up, fam?
What
Hey,
y'all
Daddy,
ain't
did you
talking
hear
about?
me?
I hear you. You said Aunt Deborah said the same thing.
Yeah, she took the same test and we had the.
Hey, Hope.
Yeah, that's the true fact of the matter behind it, is that everyone who takes the Ancestry DNA test, they put in their DNA on file, and their whole family's DNA on file, just in case somebody commits a crime too. So everyone's got to be extra careful now in your bloodline.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. If your son commits a crime, they can link your DNA to your son's DNA to the crime scene to find out who did it. Isn't that wild?
Can I bring some input into the conversation?
What's up, Humberto?
What's up? Listen, put in prison their commodities of the stock market. They're being traded. Anyone that falls under anything that has to
What's the
do,
name of that one?
Thick skin only.
anybody that falls
Going
in
to
the prison
Maurice.
system,
Maurice Dallas.
Oh, like one word.
billions of dollars are traded. Everyone
Yeah,
that falls
read
in
that
prison.
one. Going to Maurice.
You see
Yeah,
that?
going to
Just like
Mosby.
last week,
Hold on, okay.
we're looking at a total of 700 Federal Reserve just gave to Wall Street and the banks. Night shift movements. So right now, our banks are in a bad deficit, and Obama left that to Trump. Night shift Trump isn't inheriting that. And
So
right now, our banks are in a bad deficit.
hold on, y'all.
And Obama left that to Trump. Night shift movements.
Trump is doing our stock market some justice though. And the jobs, all these jobs, everyone has jobs. I think that's pretty cool.
America's back to work because he put an end to the turf. Right now, not too many companies are and the turf that are being sanctioned from China and Europe. Some European companies are being served too. Companies have to return to America. So there's an actual number that statistically is showing the turf statistics that they are making money for the companies that are staying in America and bringing jobs back. Are you guys there?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm trying to put it all together.
Yeah, it has.
I get what you're saying. You're saying that we're trying to bring jobs back to America so we can keep the money here, right?
That's correct.
I got you. Instead of all the outsourcing that Obama was doing.
Yeah.
Because we were ending up owing money to people anyway. So why not do the labor? We'll make better products and we can do quality control here in America for a better quality product anyway. Because when you're supplying, okay, think about it. Like if you're exporting a product, you're not going to make it with the same tier quality as if it's being used in-house, because the same people that are making the product are the ones using it.
Correct.
So they want to make a quality product. That's why I like, buying American vehicles, because they make it based, like, except for some companies now that are kind of turning all plastic like Chevy. I know some people would hate hearing that, but I like Dodge. I feel like Dodge, Ford, like all of the companies that are trying to keep like muscle cars alive, I think that's a beautiful thing. I drive a Dodge Magnum.
We have to buy more America. We're going to save the nation, because it's being overtaxed by banking system.
I agree.
Every time a city pulls out a loan from the bank, that raises the property tax, the water tax. It just brings the revenue up on the people. There's so many cities. Every time there's a ballot question now, they're borrowing this money from all these banks and passing it over to the people. And that's the high interest rate on the value market for people commodities on properties.
Well, that's also how they forced people into paying taxes, is by adding a sales tax and taking away people's right to become sovereign from the government. Once they added a sales tax on everything that you purchase, you're part of the system whether you want to be or not. You're paying money in. It doesn't matter if you buy a pack of gum or if you buy a house. 9% of that to 16% of that is going straight to the government. I mean, there is no such thing anymore as being a sovereign citizen unless you're eating off of your own land. And, I mean, I don't know. It would be really tough at this day and age to be off the grid completely.
Well, right now in Philadelphia, they're taxing the sugar tax, and it's supposed to be for creating more school development and recreational development. But right the $1 million they came in a couple months, there's no answers. It's a democratic city.
Interesting.
And then Philadelphia is the only sugar tax county in the whole state of Pennsylvania. So if you
I've
want to
always
buy
wondered. I
want to buy
totally get that.
go over to Reading or another county, it's cheaper, 50 cents or $1. You come here, you got to pay $2 for a
I don't know
soda.
if you're a big Trump fan, but I love Trump, and I was really hoping when he was running, I was really hoping that he would take office. He would start growing marijuana nationwide, you know, and make marijuana America's cash crop, and just be. We would be so rich right now, man.
No, the country be rich, but the Democrats ain't gonna allow
Well,
it.
that's what when I say we, I just mean America. America would have lots of wealth, and there would be a flood in the market of of marijuana products, which I mean doesn't hurt anyone either.
Being attacked now, they're not gonna allow it. Congress has too much resolutions now, any way they can to just stop Trump for 2020 because they know he has the numbers to win. They're not gonna allow him to do anything. Just like my island, Puerto Rico, Al Green put a stop to it because when they had the hurricane and the problems came over there in the island, Donald Trump was going to sign the island over to become a United States province. It was going to become a state, but the Democrats had stopped it. So the problem is at Washington. Anything Trump tries to do is going to be a fight.
Yeah, you're so right about that, man. He can't get his way no matter what. Even if it's good for everybody, even if that's like the right thing to do and it's righteous, the Democrats fight him at every turn.
Yep.
I mean, these people are the same people they wanted to build the wall while Obama was president. Obama had a bunch of money to build that wall, and he wasted it on some other shit, or he never spent it and it went back into the trust.
The concentration camps, and he was supposed to build that wall.
Right. Right. And he built these camps, and Trump is getting blamed for the conditions when he has less people there than Obama had.
Yes.
And we close Guantanamo Bay like Obama promised to do but never did?
He never did.
He said he was gonna, but he never did. So
Obama was PSYOP. He was special PSYOPs. That's why when they went over to Libya, you know, they did what they did to Gaddafi without due trial. I was really upset. You know, I didn't mind what they did because it was still like gangster way they did it. But the way
that was foul.
And
that was ungodly, man. The way they did Gaddafi. Hey, shout out to Carl's Opinion with that $20 chat.
If he was gonna be executed, he should have had a due trial.
Well, yeah, and I mean that's the way it goes, though. For anyone that America wants their oil.
Thank you, Carl, for the super chat. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, that's how they do. They did Syria the same way, but Russia intervened.
Thank God, because Assad is not a horrible leader. All he wants to do is take out ISIS, like a good president should.
All those Toyotas and all those manufacturing weapons that were sent over there, you know, that was special PSYOP. So ISIS, as soon as they went into Syria, you know, Russia stepped in and put a halt to that gangster game. It was
and the Kurds. These Kurds are the rebels. They're not the good guys. Like all these people, the liberal media is constantly saying, we need to defend the Kurds. The Kurds are our allies. No, they're not. I mean, and also they were saying Turkey cannot get a hold of the Turks or of the Kurds, because when the Turks get a hold of the Kurds, they're going to genocide them. Wait, hold on. Aren't there like a whole population of Kurds living in Turkey and they have their own political party? I mean, the liberal media was hyping something up to become right. And well, look what happened. Trump declared victory. There's peace. There's a whole area of safe zone blocking everything from anything bad happening. I feel like that's why they don't like Trump, is because with Trump in office, they can't be warmongers. like the liberals, they constantly
Can
benefit.
anybody hear me?
I hear you. I was saying that the liberals are warmongers, and that if they had power, they would have created a bigger conflict in Syria. They would have, gone to war with Iran. But hey, dude, I don't know if you can hear me, but thanks, Humberto, for talking to me, bro. Hey, Mo, if you wanna take off, dude, I totally understand. I had fun here tonight, and thanks for letting me on your panel. And what's up, Hope? I'm gonna shout out a couple people in the chat. What's up, Jeremy, Rona?
I'll be in a minute, y'all.
All right.
Give me 1 minute. I'll be there.
What's good, y'all?
What's up, Hope?
What's up with y'all? What y'all in here talking about?
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I just
All kinds of stuff.
I just popped through on here real quick and stuff. I mean, I heard like little bits and pieces. So, what we speaking on?
Whatever you want to talk about. I was I just met Mo's son tonight. He was on here, and
I miss my baby.
really, really nice gentleman. I appreciated the conversation.
Oh, that suck ass. I miss my baby. He had a. Yeah, hello? Mo. Can y'all hear me?
I hear you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I hear so. Give me 1 minute. I'm on the phone talking to him real quick. I'll be right.
Oh, all right. Yeah, so I only heard like bits and pieces of the conversation and stuff. So cause I know y'all was talking. I only heard like a little bit about y'all was saying about the little college students and stuff.
Oh yeah, I was saying how here in Arizona, it's known for being like a red state, like very traditional, very conservative, very like button up, and like. But actually, a lot of kids from liberal states and a lot of people snowbird here. So we have a lot of liberals that come to college here and they vote while they're here, and also a lot of people come here during the cooler seasons from out of town, and they're liberals and they're from liberal places, and they also vote here and stuff like that. And so it becomes
their ass is trying to bring that bullshit here to our state. And that's what we fighting for, to keep to stay red,
Me too. And that's why I'm thinking like these elections, I totally get it. I want there to be a longer period of time where you have to live somewhere before you can vote there. Like I don't want people from New York going to college at Arizona State University and voting here in Arizona. I just don't.
I don't think they should be able to. I don't. If that's what they're doing, that's bullshit.
That's what's happening. And these liberals, they can afford. And this is a total conspiracy. I don't know if this is happening or not. But they could totally afford to disperse people all over the United States to vote in different states to change the demographics. Of course they can. Weren't they busing in Latino voters into cities? So they do whatever they want.
That's true. But that's when it takes us to get out here and talk to these college students too.
I'm back, y'all.
Our biggest problem is a lot of Republicans don't step up and get out there and be on the horn on shit, because
it's interesting. Here's the problem that I'm seeing is that all of these young kids that are conservative, they want to grow up and they want to be police officers. They want to join the military. They don't want to be teachers. So we constantly end up with these beta male liberal teachers that are teaching our children how to become like them. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's like I would not want to be a teacher personally. And that's the problem right there is we need some conservatives to bite the bullet and maybe go into the educational industry, whether they like it or not, just because we need those numbers. We need equal representation.
We have our own schools. We have conservative schools. You know, really, you can't even blame it on the teachers. I mean, the teacher is you. You know, my kids have conservative values. Like my daughter, she realized she just realized she's conservative. Cause I mean, you know, because she went to school with a bunch of liberals and shit. You know, and she picked up let me see something. Hold on. Talk, quick talk.
I was just saying that I think that in colleges specifically, that they are very choosy in these in these privately owned colleges of what demographic
Give me a second.
students.
I gotta talk real quick. Hold up.
All right. Just different, like, I don't know. It's unproportionate to the population of what kind of students get to go to different public or private colleges. Certain denominations have less representation than they should, and certain denominations have a higher representation than they statistically should. And that's a problem. I mean, at this day and age, I just don't believe in affirmative action at the college admissionary level.
Hey Mo,
Yo,
Jeremy trying to get on the panel.
what's Jeremy?
Jeremy from AZ Patriot.
Hold on. Look. Where he at? I'll send him to
He right here. Yeah, because I sent him the link, but for some reason the link won't allow him on.
Hold on. Let me try this link again because someone just said that. Hold on. I'm gonna put the link in the chat room. Is he in the chat room?
He gonna put that. Hey Jeremy. He gonna put the link in the chat room.
The nigga's
So you
in the
can
chat room,
click
nigga.
into the link.
Get your ass
We
on
gotta
here.
get out the middle of the street, bro. We blocking.
Yeah. All right. I just sent the link.
Hey Mo, you run such a solid channel, bro. Thank you for having me on again.
Hey, anytime. I just keep my channel open and open dialogue and.
I appreciate you, but you know where I found you at, right?
Where?
I think Nightwave or Legal Latino.
Oh, Legal Latino Heat. Yeah. Robert Herrera.
So yeah, shout out to all them and everything. Legal Latino Heat's copyright strikes should be up soon, so he'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back. That's my dude.
He'll be back to mess with me some more.
He be trolling like a motherfucker.
Hey bro, he freaking what is that called? He wiretapped me in California, bro. I don't give a fuck what anyone said. That was wiretapping. He crazy for that. He's like, I don't give a fuck, sue me.
They don't give a fuck. Get two flying fucks.
Nah. He'll hop a plane back to New York and be gone.
Did you get it? It still won't allow your mic to go on?
Damn.
I was trying to. That's what I was trying to explain, bro.
They won't let him on here. See, they be talking to people.
Yeah, it won't let his mic connect on.
Oh shoot. Do we got a headset or something? Or damn.
Yeah, I agree, hippies for Trump. I do. I feel like equal representation is key in the whole.
That's true.
Especially in colleges. You know what I mean? Like, look, I almost am at the point where I feel like for unbiased reasons, we need to have like 2 professors per classroom, one representing each side of the spectrum. You know what I mean? Like one liberal and one conservative to keep each other in check and force that debate and have those discussions. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Hiring more teachers.
Jeremy, let me try one more thing. Send it to your email.
And it's a real problem. I mean,
try to do it through your email.
You said what?
It's a real problem. There's no conservative teachers. I feel like that if they hired one conservative teacher for every liberal teacher there is, you'd have more conservatives lining up for the job because they're like, well, there's a job there for me and it's pretty decent money. You know what I mean? Like right now, as it stands, a lot of conservatives are making better money than a school teacher as it is, or a college professor as it is. They don't want to do that stuff. So there needs to be some kind of incentive to get conservatives back into working in the educational field. So there needs to be some kind of incentive to get.
Yeah.
There's got to be some way we can get conservatives back in the classroom. And I don't mean the students, I mean the teachers, because there's just none. I mean, like there's some art teachers out there. I've been to Trump rallies out here and I've spoken to a lot of people. And yeah, there's some like Trump supporting art teachers that like will legitimately tell you they can't be open about their political shit in school. But the other side sure is. So I don't know. Kind of a weird double standard.
Hey, thank you once again, Carl's Penny, for the donation. I appreciate the super chat.
My only issue is you have to be the teacher. At the end of the day, it's not the teacher's job to teach your kids morals. It's yours. That's how I feel about it. And yeah, I believe that we need to get back into the system too, but not as teachers. We need to get like superintendent, get like the top-notch positions in the education system. We need to get to them small areas like the city council, the mayor, all them areas. That's where we need to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Principal, you know, as far as if you wanna get in the education system, teacher ain't that's the last spot. We need to be in positions where we put the fear of God in teachers, where they don't be trying to teach our kids no bullshit. Like the principal, vice principal, administration, the administrators.
Well, they need to be able to vote because here's the deal is that in schools, it's almost like a dictatorship. You know, once someone has that principal role or once someone has that vice, they never get fired. They never get demoted. It should be like 4 years and then there's a vote for principal or something, because here's the thing is like, sometimes, you know, you're stuck with a real asshole, you know, that like picks on certain dude, you know, like some principals are not that nice. So like,
of course they're not. I have run-ins with a few. I might have put something in that damn place.
So that's the thing is that for these kids, you know, like to show them how the world works.
I already know, Hope.
To let them vote.
I had to tell them. I said, listen, I'm not one of your welfare parents. I have a career. I don't have just a job, but I have a career, a good paying job.
Yeah.
I said, my child's not one of your welfare kids. I had to let them know.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Hope, I was on the other night, I think he was at work. Uber guy came on my panel for like a couple hours the other day.
Oh, okay. How my bro doing?
He doing good. Like he's actually doing some big things right now, and I'm gonna discuss with you later. But he's seeing the fuckery. He's seeing how shit that you were saying about the damn guy. He agreed with you on that. He's like, oh yeah, I feel Hope on that shit. He said this. That's why I put myself away from it. I don't claim no size on motherfucker. He was talking.
I ain't claiming shit, bro. I'm not claiming them because both sides act the same way.
Yeah.
You know, I'm independent on everything, you know, because this is what I don't like about conservatives. They want to act like they don't see what the fuck is going on. You know, just because I agree with conservative views and because I'm a Trump supporter, and of course I'm a long-term Republican, a long-term one. I just become a Republican. I'm a long-term one. I've been doing it. I've been a Republican since I was in my 20s. I always supported their policies and their views. I said just because that doesn't mean that I'm going to ignore the fuckery and the hypocrisy that goes on when it's in regards to black women and white women. You know, I'm not gonna ignore that. I see it. I see the hypocrisy all the time when it's regarding those two. People want to pretend, but you know damn well that white women don't get held accountable for shit. They don't. But do that make me racist? No, that don't. I don't even have shit against white women. I just feel like the injustice, you know, that's against black women. You know, I'm tired of the boots that's stuck on the back of our fucking necks. You know, I'm not gonna ignore that shit. I see it. You know, some
I
shit need to
feel
be addressed and need to be put out there. Hell, even white men get held accountable for that shit. A white man can't even say he fought wrong. He get called racist. Uh, he do it every night. Yeah. All right, bro.
Yeah, tell him come on anytime. Shit.
Yeah, it's just something wrong with his phone. It won't
Yeah.
allow him to It won't allow him to get on.
Tell that nigga I said, leave that Obama phone, get him a real phone.
No, he ain't got an Obama phone, though.
Yes, he do. He got a Obama phone. That's why I ain't on the motherfucker. I'm triggered.
Oh, well, that's your shit.
Fuck
I'm not gonna tell him that.
I'm being petty.
Well, Mo, it's not the time, bro. He going through something. His mother,
Oh, for real?
died, man.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Come on now.
I didn't know that mama died.
Yeah, his mother. That's what I was saying. No, I'm not
Yeah,
telling him that.
Yeah, I know
His
that.
mother died. Don't do that. But like what the fuck was I saying? Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna ignore certain things. You know, I'm gonna call it out for what I see. And another thing that I don't like that the conservatives do, as long as you're talking about black communities and black people, black this and black that, everybody cheer on and shit, you know. But as soon as you point out the fuckery and the bullshit that's in white communities, everybody want to have their panties up their ass. Like, no, pull your motherfucking panties out. If the same way I can call out black communities, I'm gonna call out your motherfucking communities too. Cause y'all ain't fucking perfect either.
I just
Nope.
here's my opinion about like a lot of these. Well, the reason why we don't have professors that are trying to get kids into conservatism at like the college level. I think that's because we have forces working against us, like the Anti-Defamation League and the Southern Poverty Law Center. So it's like, okay, let's say a group like the Arizona Patriots, right? Let's say a conservative professor was talking to a student, and the student says, you know, I'm a Republican. I want to get into being politically active. I don't know where to start. And the professor looks at the kid and says, why don't you start off by trying to talk to the Arizona Patriots, right? Here's what's going to happen is the Southern Poverty Law Center, the ADL is going to say, this professor sent this kid to a hate group. You know, it's like, that's the problem, is that like we can't even have groups that advocate for conservatism anymore lest they get declared hate groups by the ADL when they're just advocacy
I let them
groups.
motherfuckers know. They know where I stand. They at my kids' school. They know where I stand. They know who I stand with. Because I wore my when I went to a meeting, I wore my Purple for Parents shirt, which is the counter group against Red for Ag. You know, I wore my purple, and a few times I wore my Trump shirt up there, and I had on my Blue Lives Matter shirt. So they already know what time it is and who where I stand. And you know, the principal know, the teacher. I think the teacher was fucking nitpicking with my kid because she knew that my child was in a conservative home. She knew my child was in. She knew I was a Republican, and she was a liberal bitch.
That's why I'm gonna be having I'm gonna have to homeschool because God forbid these teachers find out who I am, you know, and like the groups that I've been talking to and shit like that throughout this whole time.
Can
These
y'all hear
people-
me? Wait a minute, what the fuck going on? Can you hear me?
I hear you.
All right, so now let me finish telling my story, baby. So, with nitpicking with my kid and shit, you know, and cause remind you, my child's a child with special needs. She have autism. So this bitch talking about she been teaching kids with special needs for 25 years, right? I said, well, if you've been teaching for 25 years, then what the fuck are you calling me for? And talking about my child not doing her work and she having behavior issues when you're supposed to know how to have an intervention with kids that have a behavior issue. If you've been trained for this shit and you've been doing it for 25 years, you see what I'm saying? So then it was Glory is very destructive and doing her work, this, that, and the third, right? So I'm sitting here like, you're the only motherfucking teacher that my daughter had that ever had an issue with her. The rest of her teachers, every teacher my daughter ever had, did not have any issues with her. They loved my daughter. They loved, working with her and teaching her. Even the teacher, she was at the school. They changed her school because she was too advanced for that school. But even that teacher didn't have no. If she come to this motherfucking school and got with this teacher, I told I or I will go out of the school. That's what I told him. So then the principal was like, well, we can discuss it after the meeting. I said it in offense. I said this teacher is the problem. She's the reason why things is not working out here with my kids. She's the only one that
Hey,
have an
Mo,
issue
can you
with
hear
my
me?
kid. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
I hear you very well.
Can the other two hear me?
Yeah, I hear you just fine. I'm
here listening.
just kicking back
All right,
listening
so-
too.
I'm kicking back at my mics off listening.
Okay, so I handled the situation because I said it at the meeting. I said she is the problem. I said this woman don't know how to talk to you because she talked very aggressive to me. Now I'm the parent and she came at me sideways, right? And I wasn't disrespectful to her, but she was very disrespectful towards me, and more than one occasion. Anytime my son heard her aggressiveness over the phone, and I didn't even have it on mic, I just, just was talking to him. He heard it through the phone, and he's standing across the room. He said, damn, Ma, why she's so fucking aggressive? So I said, I know. I said, if she talking to me like this is talking to you. So I told him flat out, I said, listen, if y'all fix this, what they know is that I have the governor and Congress and Senator number on speed because that damn sure was going to be my next call if things didn't get handled. I was going to make that phone call, speed dial. So now I look up after the fall break. The teacher got fired. I didn't know at the time when the new teacher called me. She was like, "Hey, Glory is doing excellent this week. She been doing her work. She having a good week, and she said I'm her new teacher. I like, oh, okay. She said I'm taking over from Miss Chandler. She's no longer here. So I'm thinking maybe the teacher got transferred to another school and stuff, right? But that wasn't the case. She got fired. Another employee that I know that worked there, she told me, she said, hey, that teacher got fired. And not only was because of my complaint, but the little aides that work with her, they all collaborate in on my story about her, about her aggressiveness and stuff. So sometimes, like when it come down to, when it come down to the these teachers and stuff, you gotta let them know who the fuck is boss and who ain't.
Yeah, see, I got you. I would, but the thing
And
is,
see,
it's like I feel like here's the thing. I had a bad experience when I lived in Los Angeles. I was neighbors. I'm glad I'm not on my platform because she watches my damn channel too. I had a neighbor who was a school teacher at a middle school, and she was my neighbor across the way. And we lived in a small, like, it was like a condo complex. And she found out I was a conservative and a big Trump supporter. She would see me getting my Trump gear on and like putting Trump flags on my car and going to rallies and stuff and just like living my best life and having fun, celebrating. And she had to find a way to like shit on my, on what I was doing. She swatted me. She called the SWAT team or whatever, called the police. She said that she saw my kid dead, like hanging out my upstairs window of my apartment or my condo. The SWAT team came and like kicked in the door, like looked around, and they were like, "What? Nothing's going on here." And they told me, they were like, "It was your neighbor across the way." And I was like, "What?" Like I couldn't even believe the SWAT team was like honest with me about who swatted me. And I looked into her and I found out she was a teacher at a school that was 95% Spanish speaking, that she was like a hardcore liberal.
did you
And
file did you file charges?
no, I was stupid. I went on YouTube and I doxed her. And so she found out,
Oh
yeah,
fuck
she
no,
found
you
out
wasn't
she
supposed
was
to do
watching my
that, bro.
channel. I was pissed, and I was young and I was probably a little stoned or something. And so
Okay.
I doxed her on my YouTube channel, and she went and took me to civil court and was trying to
Yeah,
have
she
me.
got you.
Yeah, she had me served and shit, and I had to go to civil court and like, like fight the case. And they were like, "Are you leaving California?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm on my way out of here. Like, I'm never looking back." And they were like, "All right, go." Like, that was literally the judge basically banned me from my place of birth over getting swatted and being mad about
No,
it.
you got banned because you doxed her. You gave
Yeah,
you gave her the key to fuck you over, dude.
no, but the thing
But
is
you was
she
young.
lost the
But you
case.
was
She
young
lost
and you
the
didn't
case.
know.
No, the
Huh?
police call, her police phone call was public record, so she doxed herself. I didn't even dox anybody. I did nothing wrong. I just went on
No,
on the internet and
you.
I said, my freaking neighbor. This is her name. That's where she lives, right over there. That's her apartment right there, or whatever.
Yeah,
I
you
was just,
doxed her, bro.
yeah,
You
well,
put it on social media. Either way you
yeah,
look at it, you put it on social media.
yeah, I know.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna coddle you.
Hey,
I'm
but
gonna
she
let you know where you
swatted
fucked up at.
me. But she got away with swatting me. I was like, anything goes at this
No, she
point.
got away with swatting you because you didn't handle it the right way, bro.
I
I'm
know.
trying to tell you where you fucked up at.
I had
And
one
don't
leg. I had one leg out of California at the time. I didn't think she was gonna have the money to serve me.
let me tell you something. You ain't got no money to serve somebody when they fucking with your damn information. And I'm only saying this I'm very antsy when it come to that because a motherfucker docs my shit and put it on
I know,
social
but I
media.
was fucking with, who Vince
And
Fox is? Vincent Fox. And he was talking about dox your liberal school teachers and shit like that. So I was like, all right, I'm on board.
no, see, and see that's what. And when you do that, guess what? You done fell into the motherfucking trap. And then guess what? They can fuck you.
Yeah, and they did, or they tried.
Cause
I
let me
can't go
tell
back
you,
to.
no, because that's the shit they do. They dox people. But and let me
Yeah, I
tell you
know.
something. Like one dox me and try to fuck with my life, damn thing. You know what I dummies didn't realize it. They didn't know that I had people spying in their group. So I got screenshots of them having a discussion on how they're gonna make sure I stand in the unemployment line and everything, right? So I screenshot that shit. I gave it to my supervisor, and then I took their motherfucking ass to court. You remember I told you about that, Mo? You remember that?
Yeah. I already know.
And I took that bitch to court. She had
Yeah,
to
that
come
bitch.
from a whole
That bitch
different
made
state.
bitch.
She had to come from a whole different state, bro. She had to come all the way from fucking Minnesota to out here to Arizona.
God damn.
Damn right. I don't fucking play. Don't play with me, with my damn life and with my livelihood. Because I don't even have, if you go on my page, I don't have nowhere near, I don't have on there where I work at. I don't even have what my livelihood is, what I do for a living. I don't have
Yeah.
that on social media. So the bitch paid, so they paid for information to find my shit
Yeah,
and
and I
find out
couldn't
where I
even I
work
couldn't
at.
even act innocent. I was straight up like kind of like a militant conservative, you know, like playing dirty fighting for the cause.
I understand, but I'm just letting you know where you fucked up at. I'm gonna tell
No,
you.
I totally get it. I won't make that mistake again. And you know, it was funny when I came out here to Arizona, it was kind of some residual leftover bullshit happened. I moved in and my next door neighbors had these barking, yapping ass dogs. And so they pissed me off one day bad enough where I went over there and I was like, "Hey, I run a YouTube channel out of my house and like your dogs are barking through all my shit." And so they found my YouTube channel. I don't know how. I mean, I guess the internet works in crazy ways. They ended up finding my YouTube channel, and it was a household of illegal immigrants. Little did I know at the time. And they came after me because of I made a comment on my YouTube video. I was like, you know, Trump should build that wall and electrify the upper half of it, you know, like so that if anyone does try and climb over it, they just get zapped back to their side, you know, and like they got fucking pissed at me and they tried to sue me civilly. They told the judge that it was a threat against them. The whole like I wanted Trump to build a fence across the top of it. They were trying to tell the judge that I was threatening them with electrocution. So I got off because that's some bullshit. They didn't speak very good English, you know? Didn't translate well in court. Some weirdness. That's and so I
Yeah,
moved.
you out there with a bunch of them fucking liberals out there, and Tempe, you out there in the East Rally.
I
If you're
moved.
not,
No,
if you're not,
I moved to Surprise. I live in Surprise, Arizona now, and I'm around there's a bunch of African American conservatives here. Surprise has the highest population
yeah,
of black people in all Arizona.
yeah, I won't move in Surprise.
It's nice. It's
Like it here. I like it here in Goodyear.
oh nice. Yeah. It's
I'm
like
out
kind of
here.
like Scottsdale here.
I'm out here in Goodyear, Litchfield Park area.
All right. I moved over here from Santan Valley. When we first moved to Arizona, we moved over to Santan Valley. And that was, you know, it was weird because we had Queen Creek growing every day, taking more property, getting closer and closer to us. And I really didn't want to be part of Queen Creek because it's like an incorporated city with like a police department and shit. And I just liked having a sheriff's department. So, but I ended up with a police department anyway. I just try and avoid them.
Shit. But yeah, I like where I live at. So like Surprise and Buckeye and all them, fuck that. It's not that I don't like. It's not that I don't like my own people. I just choose not to live around them. I like to live in a diverse area. I like to
Yeah.
live with it where everything is in the area. You know.
Well, I didn't want to go too much further south because, you know, it gets more dangerous.
I'm not south.
No. I know. I'm saying I was thinking about moving towards like the uh
Like
Tucson,
Levine and Buckeye.
like Tucson.
Oh hell no!
But
You
that's
about
yeah,
to.
it's dangerous
That's the
down there.
biggest mistake you can make, boy. That is Liberalville.
Yeah. Hey, you want
That
to hear
is
some crazy shit? You want to hear something really
fuck
wild?
no.
We
You
were
don't
looking
want to
for
live in
a
no damn
house.
Tucson.
Hey, check this out. We were looking for a house and we checked out Tucson and we went to check out this one house and I looked at it online and there was this flyer, like this big, like, I don't know, like one of those signs that you would hang off the freeway to like bring awareness to something. But it was on the side of the freaking house, and it said, "Bring Mia back." And I was like, what the hell's that, right? So we get to the house, and it looks like, like a normal house. And I asked the real estate agent what that picture was about on Google Earth, right? Good thing I saw. The real estate agent goes, "Oh, it's no big deal. A 2-year-old girl was abducted from that house 3 years ago." Motherfucker, you don't tell me this shit before I drive 75 miles to see this house.
Boy, you don't want no motherfucking Tucson. Tucson is liberal Democratville. Even the fucking police department is liberal and Democrat. You don't want to go out there.
I noticed.
Mm-mm.
Too bad they've got that beautiful saguaro forest. They've got that cactus forest out there. Take that back for conservatism. They should give it back. They say, we don't have any business around any cactuses. We don't believe in Western traditionalism.
Shit. I like where I live at. It's nice. It's diverse.
You ever heard of Rita Ranch?
Who?
Rita Ranch is in Tucson, but if you ask me, it seemed pretty conservative.
I don't know all that because I don't live out there in Tucson. I lived
I
lived
wanted
here
to
for
move out
5
there before we
years.
settled.
I'm out here, like I said, I'm out here in the Goodyear Litchfield Park area.
Hey, Rita.
So
I see Rita in the house. What's up, copy conservative? Rita in the house.
but my thing, like I was saying to you, the positions that need to be that conservatives need to grab in the school system is the principal, is all the administration positions, superintendent and all that stuff, stuff like that. They need
I
to be
just
up
want
in
to
those
see.
positions.
I just want to see conservatives able to direct young people that are interested in conservatism in a direction that doesn't make them look like some kind of a white supremacist or some kind of a neo-Nazi or something. Like every time conservatives try and build a group, like maybe Proud Boys is a bad example.
I
Maybe
love the Proud Boys. Fuck
okay,
them.
well, I
Them
mean,
Yeah, I
just
love Proud
they
Boys,
want to
man.
sit
I
up
Fuck
there
do.
them.
and talk about the
Look. I
Proud Boys.
respect my
I
local
love
Proud
the Proud
Boys
Boys.
too. I'm just saying, Gavin McInnes and whatnot. I don't know. I like American-born products. You know what I
And what
mean?
the fuck is and what the fuck is Antifa?
It's
Fuck that
German.
shit.
No,
I like the Proud
it's
Boys.
Antifa. Look, Antifa ain't shit compared to the Proud Boys. But I'm saying, pick a group like the Proud Boys, for instance. Like like any of these groups. Let's use Proud Boys as an example. You can't, like, these teachers are not allowed to direct young conservatives to join the Proud Boys, and that's not really fair, because these liberal teachers, you better believe these liberal teachers are pointing kids in the direction of Antifa.
It's up to the parent though. It ain't up for the fucking teacher. You supposed to teach your own kids where to go.
I agree with you. There is a big
You can't
problem
keep
with,
blaming the teachers, baby. You supposed to teach your own kids. Cause guess what? None of my kids, none of my kids, and none of them fucking liberal groups.
but
My
every
son,
time every time there is a group that's created, it gets demonized by a left-wing organization like the ADL or the SPLC, and it's not the other way around. At what point do we as conservatives get to stand up and say, I am saying that declaring these groups as hate groups is politically incorrect. It's against their First Amendment right to free assembly.
Oh, we stand tall here in Arizona. We don't buck down for nobody. AZ Patriot Movement, because we all was Patriot Movement, and then we all split in our own way. What the fuck you looking at? Fuck you looking me in my goddamn face for? He ain't like my sticker?
Oh, beat his
Staring real
ass. Oh,
goddamn
beat
hard.
that nigga ass. Fuck him.
Yeah, I'm looking at him. I want to know what the fuck he was looking at.
Throw a brick at that motherfucker.
No, he a little Mexican bitch looking at my, cause he ain't like my sticker.
That damn wetback.
But like I was saying, you know, like we stood up for our shit. A lot of us we split that we all was used to be Patriot Movement, and now everybody gone. I'm solo in my own shit. And then, you know, Jen and Jeremy got their group, which is AZ Patriot, and Kern and Stan and other people that was with Patriot Movement, they with We Stand. So it's like we split into 3 different ways now. And me, I'm running solo and I'm doing my own damn thing.
It's
You
weird. That's
know,
the same thing happened in California with the Making California Great Again Incorporated and then MakeCaliGreatAgain.org. There was 2 groups, and at one point they were the same group, and then all of a sudden there was some kind of like internal drama, civil war kind of thing, and then they forked into 2 groups. That always happens. I'm going back though. I'm going back to 2017.
But yeah, like I was saying to you though, it's up to the parents to direct their kid, you know.
So how do we get conservative?
And I guess in my case it helped because I am an activist. So my kids, what I'm doing, it rub off on my children. You know, my son. Let me tell you, my son, he friends with a lot of Mexicans, a lot of them, and they knew, and guess what? They respect them, and they didn't take it out on him because they know they see that you know, he in a Republican home and a Trump home. They didn't take it out on him. Of all things, they asked me, and I explained it to them because I said, listen, your parents are legal. Do you think it's fair that they worked hard to get where they at, and then people that didn't come over here get all this get stuff that your parents work hard for? And you know, when they explain it, then they understood. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like my, you know, it's all on. You got to talk to your kids. You know, and teach your kids what to stand up and stuff. My son, he's like, Mom, I'm just not into politics. But when it come down to it, he'll tell him in a minute, hey, I'm a registered Republican.
I don't know though, because like I was talking about earlier,
that's what he voted.
The apple often falls far from the tree in my experience. I just feel like if a parent is at home trying to drill into their fam like to vote Republican, maybe they might vote or they might vote liberal. And so if their teachers, outside influence, like, I don't know, counselors or whatever the hell they have for kids nowadays, you know, would be like positive, cool, like conservative role models, instead of like what we're seeing in schools nowadays, which is just this, like, I don't know, like purple hair SJW population or like effeminate men, you know, like that kind of stuff. I'm just a little concerned with the way that the education system is going, where we came from a time when we had nuns teaching school. You know, we came from a time when we had like if a male was a teacher, you got to take that motherfucker serious because they might whoop your ass, you know. Like now we have, you know, like
shit, a lot of males that was my teacher was gay.
Now, well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm talking before I was born in 1988, so I'm talking before my time. I wish I was around in like
Baby, I was born in 1977.
I wish I was born 150 years ago. I wish I was born in a different time, because I feel like all this progressive stuff, they're just moving too fast. You know, like I don't want to raise kids in this generation.
It's because because listen, everything changed. It started with my generation. I'm 42 years old, and with Mo generation, it started with our generation when we was in our 40s. Cause that's when they started taking the fucking discipline out of the schools. Cause when I was in school, the teacher all she had to do was whack the ruler on the desk and you straighten up. And if you didn't straighten up, everybody got in line, got the back of their hand smacked with the damn ruler, and then tell you
Yep,
go sit down.
I
And you
did.
act like you know.
I remember
I
it.
feel like I kind of got woke recently. I don't know, this lady, I saw this lady on Twitter or something, and she was saying her kids got stolen by CPS and all that crap. So I looked into it a little bit, and I found out that during the Clinton administration, they did a lot of this weird shit like Safe Family Act and stuff to try and get kids out of the home. And I feel like
Oh, they do
like
all that. The Clintons did a lot of shit, baby. The Clinton did a lot of shit. That's why I would never fucking respect Obama whatsoever. You say you for your black folks, but bitch, you gonna campaign for a motherfucker that put all this oppression on the black communities?
Mm-hmm.
so I just
Genocide.
And how he did my man,
Genocide is what
you
it
can
was.
go suck a dick.
Is.
Cause I ain't like how he did her at all.
But that's the thing, is that we're allowed to be self-sufficient and self-maintaining, but then we have these like shadow governments. Like if we all don't think the Clintons still have some power and their whole plan that they put into effect still isn't somehow working. I mean, it is, and it shows. It shows that we're still living in a very like Clinton-esque era.
On a good note, how you
Not me,
guys
cause
doing?
at the end of the day, you know what?
On a
You
good
can be liberal
on a
all
good
you
note, you want to know what happened
I'm gonna
today?
do me.
The
I'm gonna
Trump
be, and my kids
administration.
know what it is. And matter of fact, I'm not in nobody's. I'm not. I will not be categorized. Period. Put it like this. I agree with conservative views. I support the Republicans and their policies, and I support Trump, of course.
I support
but I'm not
Americans.
going to be categorized whatsoever.
So here's a good note, Hope.
I taught my kids to stand on their own 2 feet.
You dig?
You ain't got to
Amen.
be in nobody clique.
Nigga,
You
what?
don't have to fall in line and be a bandwagon hopper. Be a fucking leader. Don't be a bandwagon hopper.
Nigga, please.
And that's what
Amen.
my kids are. My kids are leaders. Not bandwagon hoppers, but leaders.
Gosh, you're good, Hope. I love you.
That's what you teach your kids. You don't teach your kids to be in nobody clique or be a part of any damn or categorize whatsoever.
Shit, Hope is a motherfucking cutthroat ass motherfucking chick.
I freaking love her. Oh, I love you, Hope.
I'm just keeping it 100.
No, that's real. That's real. That's words to live by right there. That's what'll keep you out of trouble, is not joining these groups.
Hope is my nigga.
It's not joining these groups. Amen.
Don't allow yourself to get categorized.
No, that's so true, because and that's what I guess you answered my question, and that is the solution to the problem. Right then and there, I said, well, these school teachers, they don't have anywhere to direct these kids that are conservative the same way that the liberal school teachers do. The answer is direct conservative students to continue to think for themselves and be critical of the world around them, and not join groups and become categorizable. That's good advice, Hope. Thank you. Yeah, no, Hope, you answered the question. That was awesome.
Hope you don't got point shit. What crazy ass.
I got kicked off this stream.
Hey, but no shame out there to anyone that is part of a conservative group, though. I'm not trying to cast shade on those folks, because they're doing good things too, as long as they don't have hate. No hate.
But I'm about to hop up off here, y'all, because I gotta run into the store real quick and shit.
Okay, y'all.
Hey, thank you for your insight, Hope.
I got a date tomorrow. I gotta get up in the morning.
Most definitely.
Good chat. Good chat. I get kicked off of freaking Mo's freaking live streams all the time. And it's my phone will be 69% freaking battery charged. And all of a sudden I get on Mo's freaking live feed and all of a sudden, pew, I'm like, whatever. That's so bullshit. It's censored.
All right, I'm finna cut this live feed right now. In
Yeah.
The rapper 100. I just read
3 hours.
I don't agree with that, but that's going to push people further conservative. So it's a good thing, if anything. If people grow up and they have these teachers that are liberals and they treat conservative kids like crap, you know, that's just going to make more kids see how hypocritical the left is. So if anything, I mean, like, yeah, I would love to see more conservative teachers, but liberal teachers like that are just helping us prove our point. It's the sneaky ones that we got to worry about. The ones that'll approach your kid like they've got candy, and they'll be like, "Hey, you heard about Antifa, kid?" That's what we're worried about.
Next.
Antifa can kiss my ass. Fuck Portland and all the Antifa bullshit. They don't even freaking know what it is.
I've been listening for 3 hours, man, and that's a long time for a Saturday. 3 hours. I can go back to bed. I'm fucking drunk. I think about this time of night. I'm on 2 in the morning. God damn it.
I'm so bummed I got censored on your freaking whole YouTube, and then I get back on and Hope's on here, and I'm like, damn it, every time I miss out. I freaking love Hope, and I want to have a conversation with her.
Everybody love Hope, because Hope, she's that bitch.
Hey, real quick, Maurice, what do you think of R-rated conservative, who I follow them too? They said, I never went.
We all follow for RC.
He said college has become a scam. You go to college, you're gonna be 200,000 in debt and still have a shitty job.
That dude is fucking raw in the bitch. Gina Petrie introduced me to the motherfucker. I was like, what the shit? No, you gotta look at RLC. Like, what? I said, oh my God, this motherfucker's raw in the bitch.
Sorry, Mo, for like crashing up your messenger.
Fuck you. You good?
I give your.
You can't.
I'm always sharing shit on your freaking. What's up?
You good? You good, cunt?
Hey,
I know.
Everybody.
I'm always sharing shit on your freaking messenger because I'm like, oh, shit just happened today.
Melissa, you are a cunt. I'm mad at you.
Why are you mad at me?
You're a cunt.
You ain't that mad. You ain't that mad.
I'm mad. You're a cunt. You look. You know why? I'm gonna show you this song. I'm finna just do it. Look, cunt song. Watch this.
Did you see that song that I shared you? The Gangsta freaking it was the Gangsta Grass.
What?
Find that song. Share that one. It was dude, that shit freaking was like, it got me going a little bit. I was like, Gangsta Grass. It's like half gangsta, half bluegrass. It was the last one it's on your messenger. I shared it to you.
I didn't get it. My message. Hold on. My message is gone. Hold on.
I don't know, but just, you know what? Whatever you can do on your freaking, your panel right now, just, I don't know. Can you Google up like Gangsta Grass? Dude, it was awesome. But you know what it was? It was, you ain't never going home again. So it started out, all these little hillbillies, the bluegrass guys, bluegrass guys started, and it was talking about going to court and not getting a fair trial.
A big fast sticking cunt.
I'll take it.
You're a big fast stinking cunt. Next.
Yeah, you remember that song? Look them up. It's Gangsta Grass.
What are you staring at motherfucker at? See, you be sending me all type of shit. I don't even know what to find that motherfucker.
I know, and I do send you a lot of stuff, but sometimes
Getting that shit. I ain't finna look that shit up. This the other day. God damn it.
I don't mean to, but I'm just like, all right, we're Americans. We all gotta freaking stick.
You did. I'm just like, man, Joe. We gotta do
But
it.
yeah, look up that freaking gangsta grass. It's cool. It's cool. Actually, it tripped me out because I was like, what? It's all got these weird guys in the freaking room, and you got two gangsters, and you got like in the middle, it's all bluegrass guys. It was Ain't Ever Coming Home Again. It kind of reminded me of your uncle. Was it your uncle that just got released out of prison?
On November 6th, the Green Revolution could see another huge stride towards full legal.
This?
You're in.
Huh? Huh?
This is it. That was it.
Hold on.
That
Give,
was-
give me a sec. Okay. Give me a sec. Okay. I'm going to share the screen real quick.
That was it.
I'm going to do it right here.
Court to get a sentence and got denied.
All right. Y'all can see it.
Yes. Share it. Weird. It's weird, but cool.
I remember 20 years ago, I was standing in that courtroom. My charges I could not defend. First thing the judge said to me as he handed down my sentence was, you can never go home again. Never go home, never go home. You can never go home again. And I agree with everything that the judge said. If you come back around, I'm going out like Judge Dredd. What was in your head when you made those choices? I can only hope that you will play by voices. And you made the decision not to listen to the one that was on your side when you started to slide. Mama brought you back home. She was broken down to the bone, cause you had been gone so long. But now her baby boy is back in the house. You can see all the smiles from her mouth. I ain't never seen her this happy. And then all of a sudden you disappeared again. And she's crumbling down. The smile is gone from her chin. And she doesn't know where. And I don't even care, cause you broke mama's heart twice and it ain't even nice. Now I'm surprised as heck that she's wondering where you went. And I don't give a damn, friend. I don't even care. You've done your time and you come back out that doorway. You will not find a loved one or a friend. You may return to the place where the people used to know you. But you can never go home again. Never go home. Never go home. You can never go home again.
Kind of catchy a little bit.
Bruh, the things these I've seen will horrify the strongest. When it left the home I haven't been to in the longest. Let a life by the sword forced to fall upon it. The kites flew, there was nobody left to correspond with. Familiar faces either passed on or flipped, so there wasn't much left for me to do except dip. Too many years lost off the lines of a snitch, so it was either do a bid or end up lying in the ditch now. Let me walk across the land is a mystery. Every new town reinvent a new history. I turn my back on my past and get to see a new day. Reframe my identity to get to sleep at night. Man, I need about a fifth at least. The dirty deeds that I did just to get to eat. Melancholy and emptiness, the unseen consequence of the conditions of release.
Isn't that crazy?
From the ceiling. His sentence was almost out and in. Never go home, never go home. You can never go home.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Right?
Next.
I never even heard of these guys. My husband's all, check out these guys. And I was like, what's this? He's all, it's gangsta grass. I was like, what? Because I listen to all sorts of music. I love all music. I love hip hop. I love all this. And I love bluegrass and blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden he came up, this guy's. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
Hold on,
oh.
Melissa. I'm going to cut the video off right quick. I want to talk to
Okay.
you. Okay. All right,
All right.
everybody. Thank you for coming on here. Much love.
Love you. Peace.
I'll see you next time. Much love. Peace. Next.
Next.